Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia, to expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration. Contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
Hi, I'm Ben Ashley of Ashley Insurance, where we're building a community of great insurance products and great people. What does that mean? Well, as a client of ours, you'll enjoy perks like quick quotes and personalized policies. We shop for the best prices across multiple companies. And most importantly, if something bad happens, you call our team and speak directly with us. So join our insurance community today. Call 304-927-2175 or visit ashleyinsurers.com.
This is Taylor from Backwood Ramblings. Looking for a delicious lunch? Come see us at 215 Main Street in Spencer, right across from the courthouse. We serve up grilled sandwiches on our house-made bread, wraps, fresh salads, and house-made soup. Plus, enjoy your weekly lunch specials. Don't miss our Wednesday fresh hand-rolled soft pretzels from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and our pizza slices on Fridays, served from 11 a.m. until sold out. Join us Monday through Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., Thursday and Friday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We can't wait to serve you. Backwood Ramblings, come for the food, stay for the fun.
You work hard for your money, and lately the cost of everything has soared, making some of those dreams and goals even harder to reach. And at Board-DePue Realty, we realize that. We understand that buying a house can be financially stressful, especially with all the hurdles lenders require. That's where we come in. With our small staff of 4, we offer you over 100 years of combined experience. We work as a group to get you closed and in your home quickly. We'll find creative ways when others may have given up to make your dream a reality. But most importantly, we remain your friend after the sale is complete. We'll continue to help you long after the deal is closed. And that is what we take pride in. It's more than just a job to us at Board-DePue Realty. It's a job that we love, and we love the people who allow us into their lives. Buying or selling a home can be stressful, but not if you let Board-DePue guide you. You work hard for your money, and how you spend it matters. Board-DePue Realty, serving you since 1958. 304-927-3250.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brannon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. There's a general misconception that dental health and general health are unrelated. Good dental health is an essential part of your overall well-being. Studies prove that poor oral health can permit bacteria in the mouth to enter the bloodstream, affecting other vital organs. Visit your dentist at least twice a year for professional preventive dental care and make dental health a part of your healthy lifestyle practices. Call Brannon Dental in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care needs. That's Brannon Dental at 304-927-2775.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Stop by Spencer CashSaver to check out our fresh produce, quality meats, and our new grab-and-go deli sliced meats and cheeses. New 2-week ads start every other Thursday with the best prices for your budget. Save money and shop local at Spencer CashSaver.
Come see what's happening at Circle S Farmers Market and More, located at the Y in Arnoldsburg. We offer a full deli, and we have the area's best loaded subs and wraps. Try them just once, and you'll become a repeat customer. Stop in and order, or call in your order for pickup at 304-655-8055. Circle S Farmers Market and More also supplies the best farm-fresh, locally sourced beef and pork, a great selection of fresh produce, and the area's large supply of Amish products from Walnut Creek. There truly is a little something for everyone at Circle S Farmers Market and More. Stop by at 10351 South Calhoun Highway in Arnoldsburg at the Y, or call us today at 304-655-8055.
Hey there, mamas. Are you feeling stuck in a style rut? It's time to refresh and recharge with something new and exciting. If you're in need of a confidence boost, step into Crazy Little Mamas and step out feeling fabulous. We've got you covered with the best boutique clothing, Western purses, custom graphic t-shirts, and tumblers. Whether you're dressing up or keeping it casual, we've got something perfect just for you. And guess what? Our fall collection is here, and it's better than ever. When you think cozy flannels, fun fall graphic tees, Judy blue jeans, and Southern Belle wear, think Crazy Little Mamas. Don't miss out on our unique styles. There is no other boutique like us, so jump out of that rut and come into Crazy Little Mamas at 142 East Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia, or shop online at crazylittlemamas.com and love the way you look.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157.
Since 2019, DW Excavating has been serving Roane and surrounding counties. We offer services including, but not limited to, repairing driveways, construction site preparation, drainage solutions, property brush clearing, farm road construction, culvert repair and installation, and utility line installation and repair. We provide free estimates. Check out our Facebook page or contact us at 304-532-2968 for more information. DW Excavating, taking pride in our work and in our community. DW Excavating is a proud supporter of all Roane County High School athletics. Go Raiders!
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Lady Raider volleyball and softball player Mahaley Nicholson for Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Since 2016, ECI has provided West Virginia with top-notch service for both home and commercial needs. We pride ourselves on working closely with our clients to ensure that projects are completed in a timely manner, that customer expectations are met or, in many cases, exceeded. Regardless of the job size, we have solutions for everyone. We specialize in septic systems, brush removal, dirt work, asbestos removal, and more. Check us out on the web at www.eciwv.net or contact us for a quote at 304-532-7653. Fax number 304-532-7653. Environmental Compliance Incorporated. Ed Nicholson, owner, West Virginia Contractors License 055775.
This is Ashton Rhodes, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Are you struggling to control your blood pressure, lower your A1C, or manage other chronic health conditions? Do you ever feel overwhelmed or unsure after an office visit and need some extra help? If that's you, we can help. Roane County Family Healthcare is now providing chronic care management services for qualifying patients. By enrolling in our services, you will receive one-on-one consultations, an individualized comprehensive care plan, education, monthly check-ins, and more. All of this will allow you access to your care team easily for questions, concerns, or follow-up. So are you ready to team up and find a healthier version of you? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your chronic conditions. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Groves Auto Service in beautiful downtown Arnoldesburg, West Virginia, is a full-service auto center providing you with AC, front-end and four-wheel alignment, tires, exhaust systems, to basic oil changes and state inspections, and full electrical diagnostic service. Our highly trained technicians with over 40 years of experience between them, Groves Auto Service in Arnoldesburg, West Virginia. 304-655-6765. And be sure to check out our Facebook page.
Roane County Raider football is on the air. Stay tuned for all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next. Roane County High School football is brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Roane General Hospital, McIntosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, S2F Construction, Joel Baker Law, PLLC, Paramount Surveying, Route 33 Steakhouse, Miller's Suds and Sales, Roane Self Storage, Crazy Little Mamas, APS, Air Production and Services Inc., Circle S Farms, Roane Jackson Technical Center, Old Fences Realty, Backwood Ramblings, Stats Pharmacy, Erica Moore for House of Delegates, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Hildreth Supply, Family Healthcare, Groves Auto, Board-DePue Realty, Penna's Barbershop, Norman L. Daniels State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Juliana Penfold for House of Delegates, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Mini Hamilton Health Systems, Poca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, Rich Top Rentals, Spencer CashSaver, Brannon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Kirby Insurance, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willett C. Starcher Auto Parts. And now we take you to the press box. Here's your Raider broadcast crew: Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second round of the Class AA State Playoffs, the quarterfinals for high school football across the great state of West Virginia. Entering tonight, just 32 teams remain in the hunt for a potential state championship in 2024, 8 in each of the 4 classes. As good as teams must be to make it into the playoffs, at this point, every team preparing to suit up tonight and tomorrow in the Mountain State is very good and very dangerous. In certain years, the rating system utilized by the WVSSAC receives heavy criticism, and in other years, not so much. Looking at what transpired in the first round, the ratings appeared to be correct this season. Every single higher seed in all 4 classes advanced to the quarterfinals. As we say in the business, the brackets chalked in round 1. That sets up some major battles in round 2 in all 4 classes, with all teams elevating the level of intensity and execution, knowing that a trip to the University of Charleston Stadium is within sight. From this point on, however, nothing will be given to anyone. Everything must be earned. The stakes could not be higher. 2024 continues to be a magical season for the Roane County Raider football program. After securing only the second undefeated regular season in program history, the Raiders entered the Class AA playoffs as a strong number 2 seed. The guarantee was the Raiders would be playing at County Stadium so long as they kept on winning in the playoffs. After fighting off a very determined Chapmanville team in the opening round last week, the Raiders have earned just one more guaranteed home game tonight. This game also marks only the 4th time in the program's history that Roane County will play in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. The opportunity to create more history is on the doorstep tonight, as the Raiders have never made it to the semifinals of the Class AA playoffs. They have never been one game away from a state championship matchup. The natural progression of the Roane County program would suggest that this is the next step. With a talented group of focused and confident seniors leading the Raiders to new heights and a bunch of hungry underclassmen willing to sacrifice so much, the timing just seems right for the Raiders to make that next huge step. However, this is the quarterfinal round of the state playoffs, and mottos and slogans can only carry a team to the precipice of a Friday night football game. In less than 30 minutes, the Raiders must take all of their focus and confidence to the field, and they must execute better than they have all season, because tonight's opponent will undoubtedly be the best team the Raiders have lined up against all year. The Scott Skyhawks enter tonight ready to prove to themselves and to the rest of the state that they are one of the 4 best remaining teams in Class AA. With the hype of an 8-game winning streak following them, many feel that the Skyhawks should be the favorite tonight. The case certainly could be made that the Skyhawks are playing as well as or better than any Class AA team right now. Scott will enter tonight with their own peak level of confidence. At the core, these 2 programs are incredibly similar. Both programs have missed out on a semifinal trip recently. Last season, Scott fell by the slimmest of margins, 35-33 to Weir in the quarterfinals. Just 1 year earlier, it was the Raiders who fell just 1 point shy of the North Marion Huskies in the quarterfinals, 13-12. Both teams statistically are among the best in Class AA. The Raiders are the 3rd highest scoring offense in AA. The Skyhawks are the 7th best. Defensively, Scott boasts the 2nd fewest points given up this season, with Roane County right behind them as the 3rd best. Both teams bring multiple skill position weapons to the table. Both teams pride themselves in aggressive, physical, swarming defense. Tonight's matchup may just have it all and could shape up to be one of the best games in the state, regardless of class. Tonight, as the bright lights shine down on the turf at County Stadium, the excitement is at a fever pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some playoff football? Roane County, say it with me. It's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football, live from beautiful County Stadium on the campus of Roane County High School. We welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's coverage of your Roane County Raiders. And a good chilly evening to all of you out there in Radio Land and in Facebook and YouTube land. A beautiful, snowy, cold night football weather for the Class AA quarterfinal matchup here, featuring the number 2 team in Class AA, the Roane County Raiders, and the number 7 seeded Scott Skyhawks. We welcome you to live coverage of the WVSSAC West Virginia High School State Football Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota. Alongside the rest of the crew at WVRC, George Allen, our studio technician, will be with us here tonight running the scoreboard, the graphics, and the instant replays. Katie White is our camera person. Matt White is our statistician. My caller analyst is John Penna, and my name is Andrew Miller. This is a Roane County heavy broadcast, but we do appreciate any of you Skyhawk fans who are out there, or if you're just a casual fan of high school football in West Virginia and you want to watch a very good contest, we hope that that is on the docket here this evening. John, Roane County has been to the quarterfinals of the playoffs 4 times in school history, 2 times in the last 3 years. Scott, meanwhile, has been to the quarterfinals 3 straight years and have just missed out, as I mentioned there a minute ago, losing last year in a very close contest to Weir. by a score of 35-33. Roane County obviously knows how that feels. Just a year before that, had the same issue. Both of these teams looking to get to that semifinal matchup. And to do it, it's going to take battling some cold, wet elements here, and it's going to take battling two good teams. Each team very, very good coming in.
Yeah, you talked about it, Drew. An exciting matchup here tonight. County Stadium, we've got the snow on the field right now. There was a little bit of a snow squabble that just came in, but man, what a beautiful night for high school football. Hope everybody enjoyed that Thanksgiving holiday yesterday, Drew. An exciting matchup because these teams mirror each other quite a bit. Offensively, they like to run the ball a lot. Now, Scott will throw the ball around a little bit more than what Roane County is accustomed to, but defensively, both teams very physical at the point of contact.
Yeah, you would look at the matchup, you look at the size. Both teams have good size up front. Both teams have big backs. Both teams have a lot of skill position players. Both teams like to be the more physical, more aggressive defense. So it's a very close mirror image between these two opponents. So I asked Coach Burdett earlier, I said, what is the difference here in this game? Well, when you get to the quarterfinals, John, the difference is simply who's going to make more good plays and who's going to let the bad plays affect them less.
Yeah, turnovers is going to be a big part of this. So we talked about this Wednesday night, and every week we talk about the battle up front with the offensive line, the defensive front. This one really is going to be significant to see which team comes out and really establishes the dominance of the offensive front, the defensive line. The line of scrimmage is where it's going to be won here this evening, and we can't turn the ball over. We have to be really, really smart with penalties as well. You just can't give any, on both sides, you can't give anybody a slight edge because of any of those things.
Taking a look at this Scott offense, Matt White, I'll bring you in. Obviously, one of the more balanced offenses, statistically speaking. You've got a junior quarterback in Nate Easterling, who has thrown this year for 1,784 yards, but his touchdown to interception ratio is fantastic. 24 TDs, only 6 picks.
Yeah, they've got a lot of skill guys that can get out in open space. Braden Clark, 35 catches on the year. Isaiah Bush, 31 catches. And we may see a resurgence of Carson Brenninger. We saw him during warm-ups. He's been battling an ankle injury. Not sure how much or if they're going to use him maybe more as a decoy sometimes. But those are a really good wide receiving core. Then you throw in a big bruising back in David Fennessy, 5'11", 200 pounds, over 1,000 yards and 20 touchdowns on the season on the ground, and he is effective out of the backfield. 323 yards this Scott team averages per game, 169 on the ground and 153 through the air. Very balanced.
We'll talk about the Roane County numbers when we return. We will break away for our sponsors. You're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC High School State Football Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota.
Youth sports play an important role in developing work ethic and character to prepare students for future success in life, which is why your West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the West Virginia SSAC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Toyota is also the only auto manufacturer in West Virginia, investing heavily in the local economy. So when you're ready for a new ride, shop us on buyatoyota.com or see your local dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Amanda Dunn with Hardin Insurance Agency, here to let you know that you can become part of the West Virginia Farm Bureau today. We believe that if you truly want to take care of something valuable, say your car or your home, you don't just turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why more and more folks are insuring their cars, farms, and homes with the FB Insurance Company. Make the switch today. We're committed to providing honest, trustworthy service to help you experience the calm after the storm. The FB Insurance Company, coverage when it counts. Call Hardin Insurance Agency today for a free quote at 304-927-2500.
Hi folks, here at Hardman's, we are a full-service building material and hardware store. We have it all, from nuts and bolts to plumbing, electrical, best look paint, lumber, drywall, furniture, appliances, flooring, and kitchen and bath. Our best look paint is a sure win to brighten up your interior walls or spruce up your exterior. We don't just sell the products, but we deliver and install many of them as well. All of our installers are trained and certified. On top of all that, we know a little something about customer service. We'll greet you with a smile and have the knowledge to help you get the job done right. Stop in and let's tackle your next project together. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
For the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year, follow Joe Bricado and Greg Carey's Daily Post at wvmetronews.com. Chocolate milk. Greatness is built with chocolate milk, the official beverage of the WVSSAC, the American Dairy Association's Mideast. Remind you, low-fat chocolate milk has the right mix of fluids, carbs, and protein to rehydrate and refuel muscles. Visit drink-milk.com. Get help with your college tuition from the West Virginia Army National Guard. For more information, go to nationalguard.com. A beautiful night for football. You see the snow on the ground. Those of you watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, I don't know what we're on, TikTok. We're on a bunch of stuff, folks. We're very excited that you can join us again. We are a Roane County station, so if you're a Scott Skyhawk fan, we hope that you are welcome here, and we'll try not to be too awfully biased towards Roane County. We do invite you to please subscribe or follow the channels. If you are on them, go ahead and do that for us. It helps us out. And who knows, we'll be doing a lot more broadcasts throughout the year. You may find another Scott versus Roane County contest at some point. So we talked about Matt White. The numbers for the Skyhawks, incredibly balanced offense week in and week out. For Roane County, everybody in the state knows what we want to do, and so far we've still been able to do it.
Yeah, in the second half of the season, though, Roane County has been a little bit more balanced offensively. Only 48 yards through the air on average, but the majority of that has been in the second half of the season. Roane County, though, makes its hay on the ground, 352 yards per contest on the ground. Everybody on that Skyhawk side knows who Lane Watson is. I can guarantee you that. Same goes for Roane County. Those defensive guys have been scheming for the likes of Fennessy and for this air raid offense, that Scott can go to if need be. They've had a lot of contests this year where when the run game hasn't worked, they've relied heavily on the pass and have had success. Early in the season, they had a contest against Wayne. The run game was shut down to a total of 9 yards on the ground, but they went for 162 through the air. Very potent offense, only held under 200 yards of total offense that first game of the season. After that, only twice more have they been held under 300 yards. So this is a potent offense and a very stout defense for the Scott Skyhawks. Roane County going to have its work cut out for it tonight. Are they up to the task? We will find out here very, very shortly.
John, after watching film on the Skyhawks, one thing I did notice is, at least in that Wayne game just a week ago, they like to spread you out, spread you thin on the interior, and then stretch play it to Fennessy. When he can get outside, he's got the speed. He's also got the strength to run. And then they're just going to pepper you with little short routes as well. You always have to mind your P's and Q's against a team like this.
Yeah, you have to be assignment football. And when you're this deep into the playoffs, please believe that everything that you've done through the season, film study, and all those kind of things have got you to this point. I think that Roane County last week against Chapmanville, Chapmanville's kind of changed their offense up. I think Roane County adjusted well to that. I think tonight it's going to be a lot of the run game to start off with because of the conditions of the field right now. But I do look for Scott to throw the ball around a little bit. You know, Fennessy on the edge really, really scares me because he runs so hard. And if you have defensive backs trying to tackle this guy, they've got to get low. They cannot try to tackle this guy up high. But the good thing about it is they see Lane Watson every day at practice. They see Clay Walker every day at practice. So on the opposite side of that, on scout team, our defensive backs hopefully are prepared to take some big running backs down.
Fans starting to pack the stands. We were not sure when we got here if there would be a lot of traveling Scott fans. We know that they travel well. They brought a couple of buses here, so those stands are getting packed up. Roane County's stands are starting to fill up as we inch closer and closer to the opening kick here in quarterfinal action. We'll break away once again. When we return, we'll have the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Paul Burdett. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC. Hildreth Supply on Arnoldesburg Road in Spencer is the place to shop for the best selection of cold weather gear. We have a wide selection of boots including Rocky, Wolverine, and Georgia boots, steel-toed and non-steel-toed as low as $78. Carhartt bibs in most sizes starting at just $90, and many different styles of sweatshirts starting at only $40. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at one of our 3 locations, Spencer, Parkersburg, or Marietta. That's where you'll find our warehouses stocked with all the latest trends in flooring, carpet, vinyl, ceramic, hardwood, or the very popular luxury vinyl flooring. We have a price to fit every budget. We offer professional installation and financing is available. So come see what you've been missing at Honest Fred's Flooring. You can also check us out on the web at honestfreds.com.
It is good to have options when choosing health coverage for yourself, for your family, or for your employees. And you've got options with the health plan. The health plan, plan on it. Learn more at healthplan.org. Field Turf is the trusted choice for athletic fields in West Virginia. Field Turf is a proud partner of the WVSSAC. Chick-fil-A and its 18 West Virginia owner-operators salute more than 86,000 boys and girls that participate in scholastic sports in our state. Chick-fil-A recognizes that participation in high school sports helps to develop leadership and teamwork skills that prepare each participant for life. The same values that Chick-fil-A in your community shares. We welcome you high above the press box here overlooking this beautiful and very snowy County Stadium field. Live coverage of the WVSSAC West Virginia High School State Football Playoffs brought to you by Toyota. Had a chance to discuss the upcoming contest here. A very short interview with Coach Paul Burdett here today. He was all about business. This is what he had to say. Welcome back, folks. Standing here in our familiar position, Coach. I love being at home, especially in mid-November. The snow is flying right now as you and I speak. It is playoff football weather here. It is playoff action. You got 2 fired-up teams right now just in warm-ups.
Yeah, it's playoff atmosphere here tonight, Drew.
Feels really good to still be playing here right after Thanksgiving. Last week, obviously, you guys took care of business. Took you a while to get rid of Chapmanville. Took Scott a little while to get rid of Wayne. In the second half, both teams made the adjustments needed to get big victories here tonight. And so you look across the field now at Scott. You've done a lot of film study on them. They're probably one of the more balanced teams we're going to see offensively this year.
Yeah, they do a good job of mixing it up. They run the ball a lot, but they also run a lot of RPOs and just called pass plays. They're a good football team.
Offensively for you guys, obviously with this weather, you'd love to establish the run game and maybe work the pass off of that a little bit. Is that sort of the plan coming in? It's kind of been your MO throughout the year.
It's just what we do, Drew. We're going to run the ball, and we'll get the pass in when we need to, when we want to. But in order for us to win the ball game tonight, we're going to have to run the ball.
Coach, 12 games into the season. Obviously, everybody that steps onto the field is worthy of this night here tonight in quarterfinal action. Is it more or less who's going to make more good plays and not fear the bad plays? Is that kind of how it is when you get to this level?
Yeah, we talked about being mentally sharp. I think it's the team that comes out here tonight and wants it the most and makes the least mistakes.
Well, Coach, we've made it into the 12th game of the season. Obviously, with the health of the team getting better throughout the year. You got Coben back a few games ago. He seems to be fully healthy. Well, as fully healthy as you can be with that. Paul Burdett back up to the booth for more pregame coverage. Well, the snow was flying at the time when I spoke with Coach Burdett, and, of course, it was about 35 game time weather, going to be dropping down below freezing temperatures, but it is football weather, folks. We are going to break away one quick time. When we return, we'll have your starting lineups and the opening kick in round number 2, the quarterfinals of the Class AA State High School Football Championships, brought to you by Toyota.
Adventure takes you here. But much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
The fall weather is bringing even more cool deals at the place for savings for 65 years, Jack Garrett Ford in Spencer. Lots of pre-owned deals await you among Jack Garrett Ford's huge inventory. Examples while they last. A 16 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive, only $10,900. 21 Ford Bronco Outer Banks, $29,900. Browse for your best deal. Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
A beautiful and cold night's snow filling the field right now at County Stadium, getting set for the opening kick of the quarterfinals in Class AA. Number 2, Roane County, 11-0. Number 7, Scott at 9-2. If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. Parmar stores have 200 locations throughout the region to serve you. Parmar Stores is the official store of high school sports in West Virginia. Hope Gas congratulates the teams for making to the state championship. Learn more about Hope's community efforts by following them on Instagram. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Hope Gas. Andrew Miller alongside the rest of the crew here at WVRC. Again, folks, if you're tuning in and watching us, we are a Roane County broadcast group, so you're going to just feel the lean a little bit probably here tonight. We'll try to keep it pretty good for both sides. If you're a Scott High School fan, we appreciate you tuning in to watch the broadcast. We invite you to please subscribe to our channels, follow us on Facebook, and we do content throughout the season, and you may see another Roane County versus Scott matchup in other sports. While we have a chance, it is time to take a look at the starting lineups on both sides of the field. First off, we'll start with the offense of the Scott Skyhawks.
Yeah, real quick before we get to that, on the other side of the bracket in AA, Williamstown advances over Wheeling Central. Williamstown scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to come back and take that victory 29-21.
Wow, so, playoff football right there.
One of the semifinal brackets already filled out before we even get kicked off. But for this one here tonight, the Scott Skyhawks, we talked about it, a big physical up-front line. They can move, and they can move you out of the way. You got the left tackle, 6'2", 215-pound senior Ty Mitchell, a 6', 235-pound senior left guard Will Toller, the center, 5'10", 287-pound senior Zach McNeely. The right guard is a 5'10", 245-pound junior Ethan Bowe. And the right tackle, 5'11", 198-pound junior, athletic as can be for lineman Mason Brown. Your tight end H-back for this evening is Caden Sutphin. He's a 5'10", 190-pound senior. He has 5 rushing touchdowns on the season and can also be a receiving threat as well. 3 receivers probably going to see starting here tonight. We mentioned that we're going to see Brenninger, I would say, in this ballgame at some point. But you've got Isaiah Bush, a 5'11", 168-pound senior with 31 catches and 3 touchdowns. Braden Clark, a 6'3", 170-pound senior wideout with 35 catches and 12 touchdowns on the season. And Loudon White, a junior, 5'9", 160 pounds. And you will see the senior 5'10", 185-pound Carson Brenninger at some point. In the backfield, the bruiser, David Fennessy, 5'11", 200-pound senior, over 1,000 yards on the year, 20 touchdowns, 15 catches for 3 scores as well. And commanding this very balanced offense, Nate Easterling, the 6'1", 175-pound junior, 60% completion percentage on the season with the touchdown to interception ratio 24-6.
Tough task for this defense to try to hold and stop the Skyhawk offense. It will go across the front like this. Garrett Brabham, who has been the breakout star defensively for Roane County, the junior, 5'6", 155-pound defensive end, had 4 sacks in the Chapmanville victory last week. Leo Rogers on the other side is a sophomore, 5'10", 225 pounds. In the middle, Tyson Freeland, the senior D-tackle, 6'2", 255, and Noah Jett, the senior, 6'2", 280 pounds. Outside linebackers for the Raiders, Shea Harper, kind of the hybrid linebacker cover guy, is a 6', 190-pound senior, and Colton Starcher, the sophomore, having a great campaign in year number 2, 6', 195 pounds. The anchors in the middle, the senior Clay Walker, 5'9", 210-pound linebacker, and Lane Watson, the Huff Award candidate, the senior, 6'3", 200-pound senior. In the defensive backfield for the Raiders, Brody Proctor, the sophomore, at one corner, 5'9", 160 pounds, and the junior is Cooper Greathouse, 5'9", 160 pounds. Your safety, Jacob Greathouse, the junior, is 5'10", 155 pounds.
Well, Scott likes to start out with a 3-down lineman set. You're going to see the outside backers creeping up onto that line for much of this ball game with Roane County's run-heavy offense. But the 3 downs on the ends, 5'11", 198-pound junior Mason Brown, and 5'11", 235-pound junior Thomas Crisp. The nose guard, 6 foot, 235-pound senior Will Toller. Very good linebacking core. You've got tackling machines across 3 seniors and a junior. Jeremiah Peanut Brown, the 6'4", 180-pound junior linebacker, 67 tackles, 2 picks, and 3 forced fumbles on the season. The other outside backer, we mentioned him earlier, the 5'11", 200-pound senior David Fennessy, 84 tackles on the year. The 2 middle backers, very athletic, 5'10", 190-pound senior Caden Sutphin. He's got 54 tackles and 3 sacks, 2 picks on the season. And Ty Mitchell, the 6'2", 215-pound senior, leads this team with 120 tackles on the season and 5 forced fumbles. 2 of them recovered. In the secondary, the corners, 5'11", 170-pound senior Carter McClung. He's got 62 tackles and 2 sacks on the season. And 5'9", 160-pound junior Loudon White is the other corner. Your 2 safeties, the strong safety is 6 foot, 170-pound senior Cole Elkins, and the free safety, 6 foot, 175-pound junior Caden Sharps.
Front line, I've said it all year, guys. We go offensively as the offensive line goes. They're going to have a big task again, commanding the front line on offense. Tyson Freeland at left tackle is a senior, 6'2", 255 pounds. Richard Greathouse, the left guard, is the junior, 6'1", 235 pounds. Colton Elliott is the center, the 5'10", 235-pound junior. Right guard is the junior Hogan Greathouse, 6 foot, 265 pounds. Right tackle Noah Jett, the senior, 6'2", 280 pounds. Your tight end is the sophomore Colton Starcher, 6 foot tall, 195 pounds. The 3-headed monster in the backfield, fullback, is Clay Walker, 5'9", 210-pound senior. The tailback, Shea Harper, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. And Lane Watson, the senior tailback, 6'3", 200 pounds. And again, a senior, the signal caller in year number 3, Jacob Greathouse, the junior, 5'10", 155 pounds. Taking a look at the coaching matchup, Coach Paul Burdett, year number 14 at the helm for the Raiders, 8th playoff appearance. This is the 3rd quarterfinal round for him. Roane County in the last 4 years, 40-6 with this senior group. On the opposite side, the 4th-year head coach is Jeremy Dolan. He has had a tremendous start. 36-10 in 4 seasons. He has taken his team to 4 straight playoffs and 3 straight quarterfinal appearances. Overall, Scott leads this series 7-1. Roane County's only victory back in 2004. Roane County averages 41.7 points per game, good for 3rd best in the state in AA. 35 a game for Scott. These teams 2-3 defensively. Scott 12.2 giving up, 12.3 for Roane County.
Couple quick shout outs. Our guys Xander and Trey Thomas watching from their house, as well as Hunter Pinson had surgery today. He is a part of this Raider football team. Get better soon. And our little bundle of joy, Cammie, watching from somewhere around Winfield.
Once again, a rarity as Scott wins the toss and the Skyhawks choose offense to begin, just as it did last week against Chapmanville. Back deep to receive. Braden Clark, the ever-dangerous 6'3", 170-pounder, and Caden Sutphin, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. If you are listening on the radio, Roane County is kicking off from right to left across your dial. If you're watching, you can tell it's right to left.
This is the second time in 2 weeks, Drew, we couldn't think back to the last time that Roane County actually kicked off, it actually messed us up there just a little bit.
Again, snow covering the field right now. A blizzard came through for about 20 minutes prior to our broadcast. Coben Cottrell will have a short run up to it. We are ready to go. Class AA quarterfinal. Cottrell approaches. Here's a squibber up the middle. This is going to be taken by Clark at the 20-yard line, moving east and west, trying to break to the outside. Got one man to beat. He will. He'll edge to the Scott sideline, and he will be run out of bounds. We'll wait to see where the officials call him out. Looks as if they have him right around the 33.
Clark that time showing the speed to get to the edge. Pursuit there by Colton Starcher, the sophomore.
So how to account for all the moving pieces is the question for the Raider defense. First down and 10 for the Skyhawks at their own 33. Ball resting on the far hash. Pair of receivers split to the left. Now they'll bring the receiver back to the near side and Caden Sharp. So two to the right.
Easterling out to the left side.
Direct snap. Off tackle run. And I believe, was that number 12, Matt?
13.
13, Loudon White. So they got White in immediately. Bit of a wrinkle to begin. A gain of 4 on the carry out to the 42, or out to the 37. I'll get it right eventually.
Tyson Freeland on the stop, the defensive tackle, senior for Roane County.
Footing may be an issue here early with that dusting of snow. Twin receivers out to the left, single to the right. Handoff, that's the big man.
That's Finnessy.
Undercut, Finnessy is. He'll pick up a pair of yards out to the 40.
Finnessy takes the carry, but Lane Watson there to chop him down. Lane, 18 tackles last week, a blocked field goal, and whatever else Lane decides to do. Very, very focused for this game this week.
Other than the size differential as far as Watson being 6'3" and Finnessy 5'11", these two are almost mirror images. The toughness, the physicality that they provide, the running ability, the defense. Third down and 3 at the 40 of the Skyhawks. Twin receivers to the right, one to the left. And they've got movements. A couple of Raiders went jumping, but did they call the slot receiver, Loudon Whites?
I'm looking at the receiver, and that's what the call will be. There was a little bit of movement from a backer, and that was Clay Walker. He was going to step up, and I think that got the receiver in the neutral zone.
5-yard mark off inside the 35 to the 34, and now the Skyhawks facing a third and a short 8, long 9. They'll balance it out. Twins to both sides of the formation. Shotgun for Easterling. Sidecar to the right. They'll flare it out there looking for the target. They've got their target at the 40-yard line. Great open field tackle after the catch was made by Carter McClung. And a good tackle there by the sophomore Brody Proctor.
Yeah, that time Roane County's going to bring the pressure, and you're going to see they're going to get rid of it quickly. But a nice tackle to bring up a fourth down play here for the Skyhawks.
4th down and 2, ball resting at the 41. Yard to reach is the 43. Be ever careful when you get to the quarterfinals. Coaches get a little bit squirrely sometimes. They'll empty out the fun stuff. Ryan Neal back to punt. Roane County sending Harper and Watson back deep. Snap back. It will be a punt. This one, fantastic. Spiraling, landing at the 26. Harper breaks one tackle. Harper comes to the near side. He's got a wall. Harper down the side, but he will run out of bounds again. Just not a lot of cutting ability right now. Harper had a lot of room down the sideline.
Yeah, very tough. He ran into Lane just for a second. I think that might have helped him keep his balance. So he was able to get down the sideline. And pretty good field position for Roane County here on their first possession.
A very good punt by Neal. Fielded nicely inside the 30 and brought out to the 43. So the Raider defense holds on their first possession. And now we'll see if we can diagnose this very aggressive defense for the Skyhawks. Greathouse Under center, single wing formation for Roane County. They'll motion Harper across. Roane County jumps. Immediately, the Raiders get a little antsy.
So that's one apiece. First possession, pregame jitters. Let's get those out of the way and play our offense here.
And left side tackle Richard Greathouse just with a little flinch there. So 1st and 15 for Roane County. The ball resting at the 38 of the Raiders. Cooper Greathouse splits to the boundary side. Single wing, I formation again for Roane County. They'll motion Harper across once again. And again, I think Roane County jumps. Wow, the Raiders not doing the right things early here.
Yeah, you got to get that out of your head. And let's go. I know it's tough for me to get down after eating so many Thanksgiving dinners. But change of personnel right now. Going to bring in Coben Cottrell.
So Roane County is going the wrong way to begin their first offensive possession. Started at the 43. It's now at the 33 of the Raiders. They've got a 1st down and 20 to begin. Question is, will Roane County run a play? Double wing formation. They'll motion Watson behind, and another penalty. And Roane County just continues.
No. They got the outside backer there, I think Sutphin.
I was just getting used to calling it on Roane County.
We're just trading off right now.
I promise a play will be run at some point here in the first quarter for the Raiders. 9:20 is what they're looking at on the clock. So 1st and 15 again. Raiders with a double wing. Fullback in the backfield is Clay Walker. Behind is Watson, quick hitter to Clay, and he's got nowhere to go. Stacked up and shoved backwards. I believe they will give him forward progress to the 39, so maybe a yard.
Ian Mitchell that time, the linebacker for the Skyhawks, the first to meet Clay Walker in the hole.
John, you're going to see a lot of pre-snap motion for the defensive front.
Yes. Yep.
Raider O-line going to have to be very good talking to each other and knowing their assignment. 2nd down and 14 from the 39 of Roane County. Scissors, misdirection play. Harper gets through the front line. Harper to the secondary, tripped up near midfield.
And that play for Roane County has been very effective over the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. Shea Harper really starting to run the ball well after that injury from last season. I like to see what the O-line did there. Against Wayne, they had a lot of success right there in the middle.
3rd down and much more manageable. Call it 4 for the Raiders as Roane County. Harper's knee goes down at the 49 of Roane County. Split back formation. Turn and give. That's Clay Walker again. Walker over midfield, but that's as far as he'll go. And Roane County with an early decision here. A 4th down and 2 at the midfield stripe, just across it, in fact.
Caden Sutphin for Scott, the linebacker, comes down low and doesn't allow Clay Walker to pick up that 1st down.
Raiders appear as if they have no doubt they're going to go for it here. Well, Coach Burnett said on Wednesday, you got to be bold when it comes to these games, so he's going to go for it here early.
Yeah.
Opportunity for Roane County, opportunity for Scott's defense as well.
They try to look for a hard count.
Heavy look for the Raiders. They are just going to hand it off. That is
Watson.
Watson barreling across, and Watson by a hair is going to get it.
The official on our side absolutely says move the chains. And you can hear the crowd reaction right now. Right now, the crowd is behind this Raiders team.
A tough 2 yards. Watson put his shoulder in and fell forward over top of the defender. The drive will continue for the Raiders. 1st and 10 at the Scott 47. They will motion Colton Starcher across to the near side. They'll hand it. Watson. And he's just shoving his way inside the 45 down to the 44. Couple of yards on that one.
Jeremiah Brown for the Skyhawks defense makes the stop. Roane County, though, after that little slow start because of the penalties, now we're starting to pick up a couple yards, and that's what we like to do. 3 yards a play and move the chains.
Lots of running. We're already down to 6:20 and rolling in the first quarter. Raiders back to double wing. No motion, Harper behind. Here comes the misdirection. That's Watson. Lane into the secondary. Lane shoulders down, and he's got the first down.
That time, Caden Sharp makes the stops for the Skyhawks. He's a defensive back. You're going to watch Lane Watson tonight, Drew. He's going to play at a little bit of a different level. Talked to him earlier in the week, and he is fired up for this one.
Going to have to. Everybody's going to have to elevate their level on both sides. That's just the way playoff football is going to go. First and 10 inside the 35 at the 33. Watson motions behind. Quick hitter off tackle. And a good hard run as squirting through underneath was Walker inside the 30, and he'll be down at the 29.
Once again, Jeremiah Brown on the stop for Scott. The offensive line of Roane County now starting to get a feel for it here and push the defensive front around some.
Second down and 6. Raiders moving inside the 30 of the Skyhawks. Motion man across. Here is the misdirection again. Harper navigating through the defense. He'll pick up a good 3 or 4 more yards down to the 25.
Shea being very patient on that run, kind of waiting for that thing to set up, and picks up a nice gain. Going to bring up a third down. McClung on the stop for the Skyhawks.
Very nice to see Shea finally back to the best version of himself coming off of last year's injury. Raiders with a third down and 2. They need the 23 of the Skyhawks. They'll give it off tackle. Watson, and he is just going to shoulder through, and he'll pick up the first down to the 21.
Roane County's MO of the offense. Mason Brown gets a hand on the ankle of Lane and is able to slap that out. So another first down for the Raiders.
Clock continuing to churn in quarter number 1. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. A new set of downs at the 20 for Roane County of the Skyhawks. Misdirection again. Harper trying to bounce it outside. Nowhere to go. Keeps fighting. Tackle, though. He'll still lose a yard. Could have been worse.
Yeah, that time somebody tried to wrap up Shea a little bit around the shoulder pads. He's able to break that tackle. Mason Brown with the stop for the Skyhawks.
Now, with these cold temperatures, obviously holding on to the football is number one.
Yeah.
Passing will be at a premium when they do.
Yeah.
Second down and 11. A loss of a yard at the 21 now of the Skyhawks. Watson motions behind. Quick hitter off tackle. Walker breaks the tackle. Walker back to the near side. Clay puts 2 hands on it and makes it inside of the 15. Actually, they'll call his knee down at the 15, but a good carry after the 1 yard loss for Roane County.
Yeah, it kind of bumps it to the outside more so than what you see. Breaks the tackle, and the skid steer is going to get low. Great yardage there on second down.
So a third down and 4. The 11-yard line is the yard to reach. Raiders at the Scott 15. Roane County will spread Shea Harper wide to the right. Greathouse turns and gives. That's Watson. Locked up in the backfield. Could not break away. Split Watson wide to the left. Greathouse turns, pitches. Harper looking for lead blocking. Harper locked up in the backfield. He is not going to get it, and he'll lose yardage, in fact, as the Skyhawks swarming. They're very good attacking diagonally, John, and they got Shea as Roane County was looking out there on the edge, and it just never developed.
Yeah, just slow to get to the edge, especially in this kind of weather. Some snow on the ground, you can't get your footing. Shea just not able to pick it up. Everybody downfield trying to get the blocks, but that Scott defense attacks at levels.
So the Skyhawks halt Roane County's drive on the 21. They'll take over with just 1:54 remaining in the first quarter.
There was a 13-play drive that took 7:26 off the clock.
Trip receiver stacked up over to the left. That's what they do. They're going to widen you out, and then they're going to dump it in the middle to Fennessy. And Fennessy with a hard 5 yards just out past the 25 at the 26.
Clay Walker from the linebacker spot does the right thing, gets low, and makes the stop.
Just 2 possessions until right now, and we are almost at the end of the first quarter. 2nd down and 5 for the Skyhawks. Again, they'll bunch trip receivers to the left. 1-on-1 to the right. Easterling snaps the hands together. He's going to look to throw it. Easterling dumps it deep down the field. Looking down there and sliding to make the interception is Roane County's Jacob Greathouse.
Great play coverage that time by the junior. They're just playing man on the outside, and he's step for step. Easterling doesn't get enough on the ball on the throw because of the defensive pressure. And guess what? Roane County with a turnover. Turnovers, the name of this game, Drew.
Well, that's one name. The other name is what can you do off of turnovers. 1:10 remaining in quarter number 1. Roane County will begin their second possession at the 45 of the Raiders. So the Raiders strike first defensively with the turnover. Greathouse, who just got it, is under center. Give off tackle. There goes Watson. Lane jumping across the 45 and down to the 43-yard line.
Cole Elkins for the Skyhawks defense makes the stop, but he makes the stop after the first down pickup. Roane County's offensive line doing work.
A gain of 13 on first down for Lane Watson. Ball spotted in between the 42 and 43 of Scott. Quick hitter again. Walker shuffle steps, then attacks, and he'll pick up good yardage again. He gets those hard ones. Give him 4 or 5 on the carry.
Clay doesn't mind to do the dirty work. He's used to having that lunch pail in his hand. He just picks up what he can.
Raiders will head to the huddle quickly. 20 seconds and running here on the first quarter. This will be the final play if Roane County chooses to run the play. 2nd and 5 from the 37. They will motion a man across. Now they'll reset. Whistle. Flag comes in. Did somebody jump off sides, or was it the Raiders? We will see. You saw the motion that Shea presented, John. It was very quick. And they will get the offside penalty. And it is very close to the first down. They'll call it a first down. So Roane County will not run a play now. Into the first quarter, no score in Class AA quarterfinal action. Raiders on the move, though, with a first down and 10. You're watching live coverage of the WVSSAC High School Football State Playoffs brought to you by Toyota.
When you find yourself faced with a legal issue, the steps you take next can literally impact the rest of your life. Hiring the right attorney is one of the most important decisions you'll make. At Joel Baker Law Office, we understand the importance of providing prompt, competent, and honest legal representation. Call or text our office today to schedule a consultation. 304-500-9238.
With West Virginia Invest Grant Program, you can go any West Virginia Community and Technical College tuition free. Get the skills to get ahead, tuition free. Apply now at wvinvests.org. Andrew Miller alongside John Penna, Matt Whites, Katie Whites, and Swilby. We are all here. Well, John, so far so good for the Raiders moving the ball. They died out there at the 20-yard line on their first possession, got a big turnover, and they're on the attack once again.
Yeah, after the turnover, Roane County has been picking up nice chunks. Penalties are going to hurt both teams. Turnovers will hurt both teams. So far, Roane County seemed to have calmed themselves down after that first drive, and we'll see what Coach Burdett is drawing up here as we start the second quarter.
Teams exchanging sides. Roane County now attacking from left to right. First down and 10 from the 32 of the Skyhawks. Raiders in a split back look. Scissors again, misdirection. There's Harper jump cutting at the 30, and he'll pick up good yardage inside to about the 26 on the first down run.
Tell you what, that was a very good play because running backs, you tell them to get skinny in the hole, and that's exactly what he did. The jump cut, he got skinny and picked up a nice chunk of yards.
Second down and a short 4, long 3 for Roane County's offense. They'll go back to a double wing formation. They'll motion Watson. They'll keep it. Jacob Greathouse moving to the outside edge. There's a wrinkle that we have not seen. They were looking for that misdirection. The counter, and now the keeper.
Yeah, at this point in the season, you've got to throw some things in the book that nobody has seen yet. Nice pickup and a first down for the junior quarterback.
Ball inside the 25 and down to the 21 of the Skyhawks. Only the second possession for Roane County. Scott's second possession ended in a turnover with an interception by Jacob Greathouse. Motion man behind. Quick hitter off tackle. Clay Walker spinning at the 10. And Roane County has got it first and goal. Those quick hitters with the effort that Clay Walker runs with, very effective in the last 5 games of the season.
Yeah, he's just able to get through the hole quickly that the offensive line opens up. You're going to see some personnel changing right now for the Skyhawks. They're going to load the box up. Fennessy is coming off the edge, Drew, and I watched Lane Watson just take care of him. And, of course, we ran the ball away from him.
Knew the battle between those two would happen throughout this evening. First and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Raiders motion across. Handoff Watson, Lane into the teeth of the defense. Falls forward for a couple of yards. Maybe down to the 8.
Jeremiah Brown as well as Mitchell on the stop.
Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Shea Harper splits wide to the right, the boundary side. Heavy look now for Roane County. Greathouse turns and gives. That's Watson to the outside. Lane heading to the end zone. Diving in. They stretches it out.
Beautiful play call that time. Roane County, the offensive line, they are absolutely dominating the front. And Lane Watson goes to the air and gets into the end zone.
So the Raiders, whose first offensive series moved down to the 15, ended up at the 21 on a 4th down miss. But after the turnover, they make do with a very solid second offensive series. Jacob Greathouse will hold. Coben Cottrell will do the kicking. These will be difficult in this weather.
Yes.
The snap, the hold, and the kick. What do I know? Right through the uprights, and Roane County strikes first with 9:59 left in the first half.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. Name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Successful second drive, Matt White, for Roane County as they strike first.
8 plays, 55 yards, 3:11 off the clock. Lane Watson, 8-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick, good. Roane County on the board first, 7-0.
Sutphin and Clark back deep to receive. Cottrell legs this one, angles it over towards Clark, drops it, picks it up at the 10. These are dangerous situations. Clark running east and west, looking for open running room, splits a couple of defenders at the 15, but he'll be dropped at about the 20-yard line. Usually, John, as you mentioned, as a return man yourself, when that gets over your head, it's almost as if over pursuit happens.
Absolutely. Everybody kind of crashes in, and it opens up a lane because somebody is out of their assignment. But that time, Roane County does a great job of staying home and making the stop.
So the Skyhawks' third offensive possession will begin at their own 20. Right to left they will travel. They'll spread it out, 3 wide to the right, 1 receiver to the left. That is Clark. Here's the turn of the give. Finnessy working to the outside. Those stretch plays are what we're most worried about, but a great open field tackle by Cooper Greathouse, getting low.
That time somebody was able to get a block on Lane Watson. Lane wasn't able to get to the edge, but Coop makes the stop for the Raider defense.
If you can limit those to 3 yards, we'll take that, because Finnessy is just a brute runner. If he gets to the outside, he is trouble. They'll spread it out again, 3 wide now to the left side. Turn and give once again, the big man Finnessy. Not a lot of running room. Roane County closes it down for Finnessy, and it looks like maybe forward progress out to the 24.
Clay Walker, Coben Cottrell as well in on that stop. Lane Watson there too.
Cottrell will check out. In comes Leo Rogers. It's kind of like the 3-man weave of defensive ends for Roane County. Brabham, Cottrell, Rogers.
Just so much depth on that front for Roane County with the D tackles and the D ends.
Third down and 6. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. And I believe this is Sutphin again in the backfield. Direct handoff to or the direct quarterback keeper. He'll pick up a few yards, but he's going to be about a yard, maybe 2 shy on this 4th down play. They needed the 30, and the ball is spotted at the 28. So the personnel will change, and at the moment, it will be Ryan Neal back to punt. I'm just such a conspiracy theorist. I trust nothing. Harper will be sent back by himself. Raiders leaving Watson up, I believe, just in case. High snap, fielded nicely, though, by Neal. Sideways punt. This will land at the 47 of the Raiders, and it will head down the sideline before going out of bounds, I believe, at the 38.
So nice job by Roane County's defense of not giving up any big plays. I think the weather and the field conditions, Drew, has really changed the offensive game plan for Scott. When they're one-dimensional, I think Roane County has got that dialed in, but a lot of football to be played.
Yeah, I was watching Nate Easterling throw it around in warm-ups. It didn't seem to affect that arm much at all, or that accuracy. First down and 10 for the Raiders at their own 38. Raiders leading 7-0. And then we'll start it off with the double wing. They'll motion Harper behind. Quick hitter off tackle. And a couple of tough yards for Clay Walker.
Ty Mitchell, the middle linebacker, makes the stop. Right now, Scott, 5 men across the front, 2 linebackers there, and Finnessy is playing an offset defensive end. You'll watch He kind of comes in motion and tries to crash down. Roane County doing a good job right now of running away from that, not even running to his side.
2nd down and 8 at the 40 of the Raiders. Motion man across. Here is the misdirection carry. Harper now cuts it back. Again, the eyes of Shea throughout the last 5 or 6 games. He's not going to get 10 on that carry, but he got, I think, what he could at about 3.
You know, Coach Hardman, you go back to him and he says, guys, running backs, you pick up 3 yards, we're going to move the chains, and that's what this Roane County offense is built on. Coach Burdett, a former running back himself, so Roane County just taking a page out of their book.
6:55 and rolling, a 3rd and mid-range, 3rd and 6 for Roane County. Lots of substitutions in and out. Roane County going to have to hustle here. They'll break the huddle with 9 on the play clock. Split back look for the Raiders, and I don't think Coach Burdett liked the fact that they were rushing there. So the first timeout of the first half is called by the Raiders. A 3rd down and 6 to come here in just a minute. The West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission serves its 286 member schools and their students by providing leadership and support for the conduct of education-based athletics, which enrich the educational experience of all participants. Play, perform, compete together. You are watching live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Class AA High School Football State Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota. I'm Andrew Miller alongside John Penna. Matt White is our statistician. Katie White, our camera person, and Swolby with us providing the graphics, the scores, and the instant replays. We are a Roane County group, so if you're just tuning in and you're a Skyhawks fan, we'll try not to be too biased. We do invite you, if you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please do. If you're not a follower of our Facebook account, please do. And feel free to interact with us on all of the chats. So a 3rd and 6, John, for the Raiders. And the Raiders have stuck relatively with what works, and that is just the mix-up of the single wing, the I formation, the split back formation. We saw heavy once, and then the double wing look. It's just a lot of pass or a lot of running.
Right. It's just so many formations that teams have to prepare for and understand, but the blocking schemes come at you, and it's very hard to handle.
So 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. Cooper Greathouse splitting wide to the right. Greathouse surveying before going under center. He'll turn, he'll fake the give. He'll dump it out. He's got Walker, throws it behind Clay a little bit. Boy, a great effort by Walker to turn. I don't think he has the first anyway if he makes that grab. But that would at least have given Roane County something to think about. Instead, the Skyhawks able to hold, and Roane County will punt.
Yeah, that time, Fennessy did affect that play. He came off the edge, and Jacob had to get rid of the ball a little quicker than what we needed. So now Roane County looks to punt.
Braden Clark back deep to receive. Jacob Greathouse, the punter. He'll roll out, and he will dump one towards the sideline. That will take a good Raider bounce and go out of bounds inside the 20. What a great punt, the rugby style by Greathouse. No chance for Clark to return it.
Think back to a few years ago when we had Austin Hawkins, and he loved that soccer-style punt, and we were able to use that as an offensive weapon. So I think with Jacob Greathouse, you kind of had the same thing going for you.
Skyhawks will begin on offense once again at their 20. 6:26 remaining in the first half. Roane County with a 7-0 advantage. Skyhawks do it again. 3 wide, split out to the right, single receiver to the left. Easterling fakes the give, and incomplete as Shea Harper read it right. A quick slant on the backside to Clark, and Harper jumps in front.
Wow, that was tremendous. Step for step, and Harper is the first one to plant the foot, read that, and get his hand on that. You know, you look back to Shea's sophomore year, he had 6 interceptions, snubbed as a first-team All-Stater, was a second-teamer, and then last year off of an injury.
2nd down and 10. Skyhawks break the huddle. They'll send twins to both sides now. Easterling now calling a motion man across. That's Sutphin. They're going to dump out that flare pass from the backfield.
Lane
Watson right there gobbling up Fennessy before he could get going, and that's important.
Oh, yeah. Lane 88's been waiting for that matchup, and you could see that. He read that thing perfect and makes the tackle in the backfield.
3rd down and 10 for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks running their 11th player on late. They'll break the huddle with 9 on the clock. They're going to hustle. Twins both sides once again. Easterling going to look to throw. He's going to dump it deep out to the outside, and that's going to be too far away from his intended target. And was that Clark again?
I think it was.
I think Clark late to break, and Easterling may have felt a little bit of pressure. So Roane County, after stalling out on offense, punting it away. It looks as if the Skyhawks will give it right back to Roane County with 5:32 remaining in the first half.
Shout out to Coach Hamrick watching from down in Florida. He's staying warm down there.
Coach is up in the booth the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Neal sets to punt at the 5. Good snap. Neal's got a couple away. This one low, though. Picked up by Clay Walker. Walker fielded it at the 25-yard line. It was a frozen rope, and like a shortstop, he grabbed it and took it straight forward for Roane County.
It was like the knuckle puck, right? The ball doesn't go very far. Clay Walker heads up play. And Roane County in great field position here with 5:24 left to go in the second quarter.
A senior play by the heady skid steer himself, Clay Walker. Roane County will have it. Oh, whoa.
What?
Never mind. Take that all the way.
What?
Boy, I didn't see it because the punt was so low. I thought it may have been blocked.
That's what I thought. I thought the punt was away.
So take that beautiful play by Clay Walker away. And Scott with new life now with 5:24 left. That is a big turn of events in favor of the Skyhawks. Hand off to the outside. Fennessy looking for the edge. Breaks one tackle, runs into a couple of more. Oh, wow, just a crazy turn of events. I thought that the punt may have been partially blocked. Of course, you saw Neal hustling the punt, which means if it didn't get blocked, there was probably somebody that got into him.
Yeah, wow, that time.
Raiders would have loved running into instead of roughing.
Absolutely. That time, though, Fennessy gets to the outside. Not a huge pickup. Roane County did a great job of stringing that to the sideline. Cooper Greathouse and Lane Watson.
2 on the carry, 2nd and 8, all the way out to the 37. Boy, just crazy. 3 wide to the near side. They'll go opposite side with Fennessy. And look at that young man, just shoulders down, and he runs so hard, forcing his way up the field. He'll be run out of bounds at the 41. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Skyhawks.
That time Garrett Brabham and Clay Walker shove him out. It's going to stop the clock here.
Boy, the Raiders looked like they were going to have it 1st and 10 at the 15. Instead, Skyhawks on the move. 3rd down and 4. Raiders jump. Roane County getting a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, that hard count bringing somebody out of their stance across the neutral zone. So now the Skyhawks, a little bit of momentum on their side here on this.
Well, as we said, you've got to overcome if you are in this position. The Raiders, they've got to overcome that very tough roughing the kicker call that took away a 1st and 10 at the Scott 15 for Roane County's offense. And now the Skyhawks with a new set of downs shy of midfield at the 46, 47 we'll call it. Easterling, three-step drop. He'll dump it to the outside, got his target, and a beautiful grab made by Clark, the leading receiver for the Skyhawks.
Matt talked about their offense, how it was a very balanced offense. I mean, one play, this game could be right back, very, very close. You have to settle yourself in and play defense.
8 on the pass and catch, 2nd and 2 inside Raider territory at the 45. Twins stacked again. Easterling going to look to dump it to the outside, got his target again, that's Clark. And Clark wrapped up, not before. He'll pick up the first down yardage.
Shea Harper making another stop for the Raiders.
First down and 10 for the Skyhawks after that big penalty call. They are at the Roane County 42 with 4:15 and rolling in the half. Raiders leading 7-0. They'll stack Twins again. They found something they like with this set. Easterling, three-step drop, pumps. He's going to go deep down the field. Looking to the edge, just out of the reach of his target.
That was Clark again. Clark did get a little bit of separation that time. Easterling was not able to put the ball on the money.
And we'll stop the clock at 4 minutes even in the half. Skyhawks go back to the 3 wide, split to the left, single to the right. Easterling, they're going to the throw now. Easterling dumps it over the middle, behind the target. It looks as if that was Carter McClung. Step for step was Cooper Greathouse. A little bit of pressure that time off the edge.
Yeah, you saw off the edge. You're looking out there right now. You see 66 down here. That's Carson Casto. He's a linebacker that they like to blitz from the JV level. He's getting some Friday night lights here on a playoff game.
3rd down and 10 from Roane County's 42. Again, 3 wide to the left, single receiver to the right is Clark. Easterling going to throw it. Easterling, he had pressure in his face, and he had to deliver that one for self-preservation. He still took the shot, and it goes out of bounds.
That time, we just talked about 66, Carson Casto, as well as the Muscle Hamster 2.0, Brabham Meat. Easterling a little slow to get up.
4th down and 10 for the Skyhawks. They are going to go, obviously. 3 wide to the left, single receiver to the right. They need the 32 of Roane County. Easterling gonna look to throw. Over the middle, he'll dump it deep down there. And I think pressure again forced him to deliver early, John, because he overshot his target Clark by about 10 yards. And the Raider defense holds again.
Yeah.
That's that overcoming those obstacles.
Everybody talks about the 3-headed monster that we have in the backfield, but you don't hear much about how good our defense is. They are tremendous, and right now they are doing a great job against a very good Skyhawk team.
Well, if you're looking at logistics here, John, Roane County with 3:48 to work, and they get the ball to start the second half. But they've got to face Scott defensively. 1st and 10, Roane County at their own 42-yard line. No motion across. Now give it back to Harper on the jet. Harper to the outside. Shea looking for the edge. He'll step out of bounds. And around midfield, it looks like maybe a yard shy at the 49.
Man, just tremendous vision. You can see the stop and start speed that Shea, he's got it back, baby. He's got it back.
5 on the carry. Actually, they're going to call him out. I was nowhere near it. I keep watching the officials to see if I can catch it. He was actually out of bounds at the 47 of Roane County. 5 yards on the gain. Harper motions behind, quick hitter. Off tackle, nowhere to run that time for Clay Walker. In fact, he may get back to the line of scrimmage or lose a half yard.
Yeah, Finney that time does make the stop. Clay bounced that thing to the outside just a bit.
Brings up 3rd and 6 for Roane County. 3:15 and rolling here in the first half. 7-0 Roane County. This has been the battle we thought it could be. Raiders looking at the double wing, double tight set. No motion across. It's on the ground. Picked up now. Watson running for his life. He's going to lose big yardage. We wondered when and who it would be, whether it be Roane County or Scott. It was Roane County, just a handoff on kind of a jet, and it never really got into the hands of Watson. So Roane County losing big yards, going to have to punt it back and give it to the Skyhawks with still lots of time.
2:57. Really keeping an eye on the clock right now.
Thank you.
Skyhawks will burn their first timeout of the ball game. So we'll take it with them, folks. We'll be back with 2:57 left in the half. Skyhawks getting set to take over.
Youth sports play an important role in developing work ethic and character to prepare students for future success in life, which is why your West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the West Virginia SSAC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Toyota is also the only auto manufacturer in West Virginia, investing heavily in the local economy. So when you're ready for a new ride, shop us on buyatoyota.com or see your local dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
We welcome you back to County Stadium here at Roane County High School. This has been a great, fun battle in the first half, exactly what we expected to see. Roane County, on their first possession, had a couple of penalties that sent them backwards. Since then, though, John, that play may be the first lack of possession where Roane County didn't get yardage.
Yeah, I think so. It just a handoff was not there. Lane lost it as the ball, I think, maybe hit off of his leg and rolled around back there. So Roane County punting away to Scott here, and all kinds of time for the Skyhawks on offense before half.
Braden Clark, again, dangerous, stands at his 35. Jacob Greathouse at the Roane 21. Greathouse, legs in, high. Twisting punt, takes a good bounce to the 30, inside the 25, and Greathouse does his job again, as Roane County will down it at the 23. And at that point, you've got Scott with 2 timeouts and 2:45 to work, and obviously they're capable through the air.
Yeah, one play, this offense can score. So Roane County defensively have to play assignment football, continue to put pressure on Easterling as he's trying to get rid of the football. It's been very effective, but I'm telling you, one little slip-up could cost us.
Skyhawks will break the huddle, and then they'll send their 3 wide to the right, single receiver to the left. Again, they like to stretch you out horizontally and then leave open lanes. Easterling, quick dump pass over the middle, and I think they were looking for Clark, but those two could not connect.
Yeah, that ball came out quickly, so the pressure did not affect him that time, just the receivers not looking for the ball.
Second down and 10. That play took just about 5 seconds. Second down and 10. The ball resting at the 23 of the Skyhawks. They'll balance it out, twins to both sides. Easterling, he wants to throw. Looking over the middle, the ball hit, picked off! Down Cooper. The sideline, Cooper Greathouse into the end zone. What the ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage just barely, and Cooper Greathouse, who was already on his horse to jump the route, timed it perfectly.
What a play by the defensive back, Cooper Greathouse, here right in front of the route. And to the house, Roane County on the board with the defense. I'm telling you guys, turnovers huge in this game.
Quick, somebody check on Sarah.
Oh, she's already stroked out at this point.
Raiders will attempt the extra point. Greathouse again, the holder. Coben Cottrell trying to clear some space here.
Wow.
The snap. The hold, the kick heading over towards the left and just outside. Roane County, though, a big defensive play. Their second interception. This one goes for 6.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. The name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Second interception of the game for the Raiders. Matt, that was a big one by Cooper Greathouse.
That's as big as they come, a 26-yard pick six for Cooper Greathouse. Scott was getting some momentum. Now Roane County retakes the lead, or extends the lead, that is, 13-0 after the missed extra point, 2:34 to go here in the second.
Sutphin and Clark back deep to receive. Cottrell again will head over towards Clark. Backing up to the 13. Clark now going north and south, looking for room to run. It's not there. Flag comes in from way up the field. We will have to see what the call will be.
Lane Watson and Fisher Boyd both down there to help make the stop for the Raiders.
And I think this may be a face mask on Roane County. Came in from about the 50-yard line. Watson, the guilty party. And a personal foul variety. So a couple of penalties for Roane County, John, have not helped the cause. And that will move the football from the 25 all the way out to the 40. And again, 2 timeouts for a passing team. 2:28 remaining. The Skyhawks will go 2 by 1. 2 receivers out wide to the left, single to the right. The snap and the give. That's Fittisy off tackle. Spinning out to midfield. He'll pick up the first down. Ever dangerous.
Yeah, Clay Walker and Jacob Greathouse make the stop for the Raiders, but a big pickup by the senior running back, Fittisy. That's his biggest play of the night.
They're leaving Caden Sutphin now as a lead blocker in the backfield. They're going to hand it off again, off tackle. Now this time Fittisy locked up by the defense. He'll pick up a yard.
Yeah, Lane Watson comes up from the bottom of the pile. Colton Starcher as well.
Leo Rogers checking in. They'll rotate Cottrell out from the defensive end position. Second and 9, 1:40 and rolling here in the second quarter. Easterling going to hand off Fittisy. And I like what Roane County is able to do right now. They're able to hit him before he can get going.
Absolutely.
He still picked up 3 there.
Right. He's a tough kid.
Yes,
but
he is.
When you have 3 guys on you, it's going to be extra tough to break that. I love how our defense is swarming to make tackles.
3rd down and 5, and the second timeout of the ball game is called by the Skyhawks. So they've got a 3rd down and 5. They'll reset the game clock to 1 minute 31 seconds.
Snow starting to come back down here at County Stadium, Drew. Just beautiful, beautiful weather for second round West Virginia playoff football.
So the Raider defense would obviously love to stop the Skyhawks on the next 2 plays, get the football back, and then they could probably just run it out here because Roane County, rare as it is, will get the second half kick. And the Skyhawks, that's the thing about this offense, though, John. They're so dangerous at all times. And I said, mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
That means you got to do it almost every single play because they pressure you so many different ways.
They do, but we've talked about Roane County, this team, the IQ, and as much football these guys have played their entire life, they're really, really tuned in right now.
Single receiver to both sides now. They'll bring a couple tight ends. Watch out for the hot pass.
Watch out for drags here.
Lots of movement. Now, there was movement by Roane County, but somebody in the backfield moved as well forward, so I'm wondering if they're going to get Sutphin.
You had a lineman and somebody in the backfield move. So, false starts.
That will back up the offense to midfield. And 3rd down and 10 now. They'll reset their offense. They'll split it wide, twins to both sides. Easterling, and a lot of movement again. And I think they got a couple of receivers to the outside. And there may be some miscommunication between the skill guys on the outside and their quarterback. So the Raiders did this in the first possession, went backwards a couple times. It is now a 3rd down and 15 for the Scott offense, and they have moved it back to the Skyhawk 45. Still 1:31 remaining in the half. Raiders leading 13-0. 3 receivers split wide to the left. Clark 1-on-1 over on the right. They're going to look at Clark's side. They'll dump it out. Clark looking to the inside, now back to the outside. Boy, look at that young man move all the way down to the 1st down mark. The question is did he make it before going out of bounds?
We'll see where the official spots. It looks like it's short.
That was a 2-yard out route that turned into 13 because of Clark's ability.
It was a great play, a great screen play. You've seen the 2 linemen get downfield and block Shea. So now it's a 4th and short.
And Clark, with the wise decision, got out of bounds, saves that last time out. 1:21 remaining in the first half. 4th and 1 for the Scott Skyhawks at Roane County's 41. 2-by-2. Easterling, he'll turn and give. This is Finnessy.
No, sir. Lane Watson, baby. Oh,
Jinx
Finnessy down.
a Coke. Oh, man. Finnessy is down. Watson had to go low and upended Finnessy before he could get to the yard to reach. And Finnessy is still down. And it's the last thing you want to see in a quarterfinal matchup. You want the best on the best. Let's hope he's just maybe got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Boy, Roane County went from jacked up excited to this place went quiet.
Yeah.
So checking on the status of David Finnessy for the Skyhawks, a 4th down and 1 carry. And again, he got upended right at the line of scrimmage. He fell forward for a half yard, but still a little short, and good to see he's up. But obviously walking incredibly gingerly off the field.
It's a matchup that everybody around the state, I guarantee you, has been interested in seeing. Lane Watson and David Finnessy. Lane Watson gets low. He's a state champion wrestler. He knows how to tackle low, and hopefully Finnessy's just get a little dinged up, and he's going to be able to be back in the game.
So excitement squelled a little bit there as Finnessy was injured. He is off the field, and he is trying to walk it off. They're going to take him, I think, to the locker room, and we'll check on his status. We hope to see that young man back, obviously. 1st down and 10 for Roane County now after the big 4th down stop. 1:14 remaining in the first half. Raiders leading 13-0. They'll motion Watson across. The give is to Lane. Looking for the outside edge. Watson shakes one defender and gets knocked out of bounds after maybe 3 yards. That was the same play, by the way, that he fumbled on to end that last series. I love that kind of confidence we have in him. Give it right back to him.
Yeah, Ty Mitchell that time makes the stop for the Skyhawks, but Roane County out of bounds. 2 timeouts for the Raiders still. 1:07 left to go here in the first half.
Skyhawks rushing some personnel on and off. And we'll give Watson 3 out to the 44. Second down and 7. Watson motions near side. Here comes that misdirection. Harper again gets thin, as you said, in between the tackles, picks up a couple more yards. Harper, I thought he was injured, but in fact, Roane County took their second time out.
Shay's like, I'm not going to get up unless somebody helps me up here.
So Harper with a very nice gain of 4 more. Roane County will face a 3rd and 3. The yard to reach is the 49 of the Skyhawks.
Shay Harper inching closer to that 1,000-yard mark for the season. Needed 35 coming in. He's got 27 right now.
Okay, let's
Just
go.
8 yards shy for the senior. And again, you want to talk about a comeback player. Injured in the first game last year, broken ankle, had to require surgery, required some bionic implants, and he was out for the whole season last year. Came back to play basketball a little bit, but again, getting back in football shape, taking those first few hits, first part of the season, he was obviously and justifiably a little bit nervous.
Absolutely, yeah. You're a running back, and you're taking a beating every time that you're on the field, and you know your ankle is a huge part of being able to cut and move, and Shay is back.
3rd down and 3 at the 48 of Roane County. It'll be Watson looking for an open hole. Watson's got the open hole, keeps his feet at the 45, and falls forward inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Raiders hurrying now.
You know, with us being the only high school game on right now, everybody are hopefully able to see what 88 can do.
Under a minute remaining. Raiders working quickly. They'll turn and give. Watson again. This time he'll run into the teeth of the defense. He may get a yard. And the clock will move inside of 40 seconds. Roane County is going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. We will take it with them. You're watching live coverage of the WVSSAC High School State Football Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big, any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, Quarter Pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you.
39.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Roane County off of a big stop. They have moved it down to the 37 of the Skyhawks, but that is their final timeouts. So maybe you make a couple of play calls in a row here, John, before you go to the huddle.
Absolutely. If you're going to throw the ball, it's got to be, I mean, at this point you've got time, but we know how Roane County loves to run the football.
2nd down and 9 for Roane County. Raiders leading 13-0. They'll fake the give. Rolling out. Lots of room to run. Greathouse going to take off. Greathouse tiptoeing inside the 30. May have shuffled his feet for a couple extra yards. Actually, they may give him the 27. A big carry on the scramble. He's done it throughout the year.
Yeah, that time personnel was a little different. Shay Harper dots the I. Lane Watson, a tight end on the far side, drag. Jacob Greathouse did a great job of recognizing and picks up some nice yardage.
Boy, and how about this? Finnessy in the ball game. That is a great sign. Good. If you're a Skyhawk fan, if you're a fan of football, you want the best against the best. Finnessy, although looking a little bit gimpy there, he is in the ball game, so a good sign. 1st and 10 at the 27 of the Skyhawks. Greathouse going to hand it off. Harper looking for somewhere to go. And that was clogged up badly. Great defensive effort by the Skyhawks. That will move the clock. Roane County out of timeouts. They'll have to hustle. Clock down to 16, down to 15. Greathouse hands it off, and from behind, Watson drugged down, and that may be the final play of the first half. Roane County will slow it back down. They will not worry because the Raiders will have possession to begin the second half of play. The Raiders after 2 quarters of play here in quarterfinal action, leading the Skyhawks by a score of 13-0. Break to take for our sponsors. When we return, we'll recap the first half of play, have your statistics, and we'll check scores around the state in quarterfinal matchups in all 4 classes. You're watching and listening to the WVSS-AC High School State Football Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota.
McIntosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid. And McIntosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Built, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. McIntosh Hardware and Appliance, 204 Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
Hey guys, this is Shannon from Miller Steels and Deals. We have all your shopping needs, from the bedroom to the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room. We got you covered. Looking for furniture or even maybe a gift card? Come on by Miller Steels and Deals on Mount Zion Ridge in the Old Armory Building, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5 for the best prices around. Give us a call, 304-804-6006.
Minnie Hamilton is excited to announce the opening of our Women and Maternal Care Services in Glenville. I'm Corey Grogg. I'm a women's health and family nurse practitioner with Minnie Hamilton Health System. We offer childbirth education classes and breastfeeding and postpartum support. Along with pre- and postnatal care, our team sees patients from birth throughout the lifespan. We are your partner in health today, tomorrow, and for life. Please call the Glenville office for more information at 304-462-7322.
System, better healthcare, better living. Minnie Hamilton Health System, your partner in health.
For the next few seconds, picture yourself retired. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel? However you picture your retirement, planning early is the best way to make it happen. And State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels is here in Spencer to help. He can chat with you about the kind of retirement that you want and then help you find the best ways to save for it. A little today can add up to a lot tomorrow. So get started now. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 and picture yourself happy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Old Fences Realty, we are marketing superstars. Anyone who knows me, Mike Greenlee, knows that I'm marketing 24/7. From the Jeeps I drive, the incredible internet site, heck, right down to the clothes on my back, I'm marketing my listing. My logo is everywhere you look. Is that a coincidence? I think not. I've definitely made my mark on the world in farms, but don't forget, we're awesome at homes too. With increases in interest rates on homes, you need someone with the marketing tools to get it sold quickly. Call me, Mike Greenlee, broker for Old Fences Realty, and I will turn my professional team loose on selling your real estate right away.
Want to look good and feel good? Then stop by and see John Penna at Penna's Barbershop in Spencer on Main Street. Want a guaranteed spot? You can set up an appointment, but if time is not an option, walk-ins are always welcome. Traditional haircuts, no problem. Tapers, high and tight, flat tops, and beard trims. Or if you're looking for something new, he can do that too. Custom designs, burst fades, and mullets. That's right, West Virginia Waterfall. Keeping you styling and profile. Penna's Barbershop
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision-making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
My name is Dr. Musa Dajani, and I'm a family medicine physician at Roane General Hospital. It's my goal to provide patients with personal medical plans that will help them live healthier lives. As your doctor, I can help you manage chronic health conditions, facilitate preventive screenings, care for you when you're sick, and so much more. I'm currently accepting patients of all ages. My office is located at Roane General Medical Clinic, and I welcome your call at 304-927-6822 for an appointment today.
Ridgetop Rentals, located at 3502 Clay Road in Spencer, West Virginia, is the place to go for all your equipment needs. We have tractors, dozers, backhoes, excavators, termites, air compressors, straw blowers, generators, jackhammers, torpedo heaters, and much more. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can check us out on the web at ridgetoprentals.machinerytrader.com, follow us on Facebook at Ridgetop Rentals LLC, or you can call us today at 304-908-2004 or 304-927-1418. Ridgetop Rentals is a proud supporter of all Roane County athletics. Let's go Raiders!
We welcome you back to the press box high above the now filtering out a little bit of snow onto the field here at County Stadium. At the half in quarterfinal action in Class AA, Roane County leading Scott, the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, 13-0. It was the Skyhawks who took the opening possession. Roane County on defense was very stout throughout. Obviously giving up no points helps, but on that first drive, Roane County halting the drive offensively before Scott could get anything working. A 3-and-out, a punt. Roane County took over to begin. The Raiders were able to march down the field after a couple of penalties to begin the first drive. They got it all the way to the 15 of the Skyhawks at that point. The Skyhawks showed their prowess defensively. They bowed up and they held Roane County at the 21-yard line on a 4th down and 3. So the Skyhawks got possession back. Roane County defensively went right back to work, held the Skyhawks without much doing. Another punt. Roane County got it back, and the Raiders at that point put together a solid 7-minute drive plus, and they punched it in for the first score of the ball game. That did not come until the early portion of the second quarter. Both teams were just run heavy to begin the ball game. And so just on the second possession for Roane County, the Raiders able to score and get themselves a 7-0 lead. After that, it was just defense, and more defense on both sides. The Raiders were able to hold the Skyhawks after a couple of first downs on the next possession with a big interception by Jacob Greathouse, one of 2 big turnovers created by the Roane County defense. The Raiders moved the ball but just could not get it in the end zone for a good bit. The Raiders gave it back to the Skyhawks at their own 20-yard line. They moved Scott backwards. This was with about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. They moved the Skyhawks backwards, and Scott was set to punt from their own 10-yard line. The snap goes back. Neal, the punter for the Skyhawks, drilled one straight forward. It did not get up in the air. And at that point, Clay Walker, standing there at the 25 of the Skyhawks, picks it up and takes it back down to the 15. We thought the Raiders were absolutely in business at that point. Instead, What we didn't see was a roughing the punter, which was called by the officiating crew. So instead of the really good field position and offense for the Raiders, it turned out that Scott got new life, got it all the way out to the 35-yard line, and they had new life. But Roane County defensively just continued to battle. They shut the door on the Skyhawks. The Raiders on a third down play, it was a little bit of pressure on a backside slant route. It was a fake to Finnessy, and it was a backside slant route. And I think it may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage by a Roane County front defensive player. Nevertheless, Cooper Greathouse was where he needed to be. He had already decided to jump the route. The ball goes right into his hands. He picks it and heads to the house for the pick six. The extra point was no good. Roane County leading 13-0 at that point. They held Skyhawks off the board again with about a minute and a half left. The Raiders with 2 timeouts moved the ball down to the 37-yard line, but could get no closer to end the first half of play. But Roane County, again, will receive the second half kickoff. So all things considered, if you're a Roane County fan, John, you cannot be more pleased with the way the defense performed. The offense moved the ball well, only got 1 score offensively, but they were able to move the ball. And I was just watching the chat box. People are like, yeah, Scott is a second-half team in case people have forgotten. So a 13-0 lead is nothing right now. This is going to be a battle throughout. Good to see, by the way, David Finnessy, who went down late in the first half, came back in right at the end. Doesn't look 100%, but if that young man can go, we want to see our best versus their best. But, again, a good first half for Roane County, obviously.
Yeah, a great first half for Roane County. A couple turnovers, pressured the quarterback very well, and that's why I think the passing game didn't work the way that they're accustomed to it. But you could see that pass game starting to work late in that second quarter. Roane County's offensive line doing what we asked them to do, and that's continuously opening up holes for our running backs. And, man, what a tough offense to prepare for when you have Lane Watson, Shea Harper, and Clay Walker, just coming at you, every single play. I know passing-wise when he threw the ball one time, and it didn't hit, but we're running the ball right now, and that's what Roane County loves to do defensively. Very impressed. And, man, what a play by the junior defensive back, Cooper Greathouse. A pick six, a huge time. It was just big momentum swing. But you're right, Scott Skyhawks, it's a 2-touchdown game right now. Turnovers can happen, and Scott can play football, and their offense is very potent.
Raider defense got a couple in the first half. Roane County, they did put the ball on the floor one time. They did recover it. So, again, there is a lot of football to be played. You know that the Skyhawks are dialing up different offensive sets, and Roane County, again, going to have to be the P's and Q's being minded throughout the second half defensively. Offensively, it would go a long way to help Roane County's cause. Number one, if you expect an onside kick right away. Number two, if it happens, make sure you recover it and get on offense and see what Roane County can do. And, again, it's momentum. You're trying to build that momentum, and you're trying to take away some of the aggressive and momentum shift from the Skyhawks. So it is 13-0 at the half. It is time now for our halftime statistics presented by Joel Baker Law Office. Joel Baker, when the numbers matter, give a call to Joel Baker. Matt White.
Yeah, the numbers for Roane County, a lot of stuff on the ground, pretty much everything. 123 yards rushing for the Raiders, 9 first downs, and not on the screen, but a 16-minute time of possession to Scott's 8. So exactly what Roane County was wanting to do. The Skyhawks able to manage 43 on the ground and 30 through the air for 73 yards of total offense and 4 first downs. The 2 turnovers, very big for the Raider defense. Offensively, individually, Lane Watson, 13 carries, 48 yards, and a touchdown. Shea Harper with 9 carries for 29. Clay Walker with 8 carries for 31. And Jacob Greathouse with 2 carries for 15. No passing, 9 first downs. Penalties, Roane County had 5 in the half for 45 yards. No turnovers in a 16-minute time of possession, 123 on the ground, 123 total for the Raiders, who defensively, Lane Watson, with 6 tackles, Clay Walker with 4, Cooper Greathouse with 3 tackles, and a big pick 6 interception returned for a touchdown. Jacob Greathouse as well with an interception of his own. A couple of tackles for Shea Harper, 1 apiece for Brabham, Jacob Greathouse, Brody Proctor, and Colton Starcher, Coben Cottrell, Tyson Freeland all getting in there as well as Fisher Boyd. Offensively for the Skyhawks, David Fennessy with 10 carries for 36 yards. Loudon White with 2 carries for 7. Easterling was 5 of 13 for 30 yards and 2 interceptions. Braden Clark, the leading receiver, with 3 catches for 24. Carter McClung with 1 for 6, and David Fennessy with a catch for no gain. 4 first downs in the half for the Skyhawks. They had 5 penalties for 25 yards, 2 turnovers, and an 8-minute time of possession. 43 on the ground, 30 through the air, 73 yards of total offense for the Skyhawks. Defensively, you had Jeremiah Brown and Ty Mitchell leading the way with 5 tackles apiece. You had 3 apiece from Caden Sharps, Caden Sutphin, and Mason Brown. 2 apiece from Fennessy and Will Toller to lead the way for the Skyhawks defense. So add it all up, and you've got a 13-0 lead for the Raiders over the Scott Skyhawks here in playoff action.
A whole second half to go. Again, Roane County will take the opening possession of the second half. We have another break to take. When we return, we will check some of the scores in quarterfinal action around the state from today and tonight. And we'll talk about some of the ones coming up tomorrow. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 WVSSAC High School State Football Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota.
Are you compassionate, empathetic, and ready to make a difference? Join Roane Jackson Technical Center's Practical Nursing Program today. In just 12 months, you'll gain hands-on experience in community-partnered clinical settings combined with essential classroom theory. Become a licensed practical nurse and embark on a rewarding career where you truly care for others. Classes begin in January, so don't wait. Visit rjtcwv.com to learn more and enroll today. Your journey to making a difference starts here.
Need some extra space? Roane Self-Storage in Spencer has you covered. Whether you're decluttering your home, moving, or storing seasonal items, we have a variety of unit sizes to meet your needs. And guess what? Brand new units are coming this fall. So if you've been putting off that storage project, now is the perfect time to get started. Roane Self-Storage is a proud supporter of the Roane Raiders. For more information or to reserve your unit today, please call us at 304-421-3091 or visit our website at www.roaneselfstorage.com. That's Roane Self-Storage for all your storage needs, conveniently located in Spencer. Go Raiders!
Good morning, listeners. Are you in need of top-notch contracting services? Look no further than Start to Finish Construction, your one-stop solution for all your construction and renovation needs. The founders of S2F have over 50 years combined experience and a stellar reputation. We handle everything with precision and excellence from the ground up, start to finish. Start to Finish is also a certified licensed Generac generator dealer and soon maintenance and service provider. But wait, there's more. Start to Finish is thrilled to announce the addition of our brand new electrical branch led by highly skilled master electrician Justin Farrell. With Justin's expertise and commitment to quality, you can rest assured that your electrical projects are in the best hands. Whether you're planning a major renovation or just need a quick fix, Start to Finish Construction, now with expert electrical services, is ready to exceed your expectations. Call us today at 304-532-6655 or email us at s2fconstruction@yahoo.com and experience the difference from start to finish.
Start to Finish Construction, LLC, Stephen Misty Kinder owners, West Virginia license number 059210.
Come into Stats Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
Back inside the press box here at Roane County High School County Stadium, as Roane County leading Scott in Class AA quarterfinal action, 13-0. Lot of football to be played. Scott, traditionally this year, a second-half team, so 13-0 is nothing. There's a lot to be played as we get set to go. Roane County will take possession to begin the second half of play. Had some quarterfinal action today, Matt, in all four classes. Were you able to actually pull up the scoreboard?
Yeah, we got it here. Earlier this afternoon, Spring Mills taking down Morgantown 14-7 in Quad A. And just a little bit ago, Huntington finished up Wheeling Park 51-39 to advance, and Martinsburg at the half just running away with it against Parkersburg South 49-7. In AAA action, we've got a nice one there. It's Fairmont Senior and Spring Valley, the AAA game of the week. The Fairmont Senior with a 15-6 lead in the third quarter. The 4-5 matchup in AAA, Hoover running away with it 42-7 at the half over Oak Hill. In AA, you saw just a little while ago, Williamstown coming back right before we kicked off, taking down Wheeling Central 29-21 to advance on as well. In single A action, Wahama running away from Sherman 35-0 in the third quarter. And the 4-5 matchup, the single A game of the week, is a dandy 14-7 Cameron over Doddridge County at the moment. But of course, the most important game for us right now, Roane County 13, Scott 0. Here in quarterfinal action, Roane County looking to advance past the quarterfinal round first time. And they got their work cut out for them for the rest of this one. You've said it. We saw it last week. That was a very close game early with Wayne. And Scott pulled away big time in that one. Ended up winning 40-12.
You know that the coaching staff across the way for the Skyhawks are very, very solid at making the adjustments needed to have tremendous second half. So Roane County, again, they've just got to stay assignment football. They've got to keep their eyes and their heads on a swivel, make sure they're continuing to make big plays and make the basic plays, getting the tackles, form tackling, and then got to hold on to the football. And again, we're going to rely on the offensive line for the Raiders here in the second half. If they can continue to work well and Roane County can find those holes, we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, Roane County's offensive line, we talked about at the beginning of the game that they were going to be the difference in the game as well as turnovers, and so far so good in the first half for the Raiders. A few shout-outs I'm going to send out here. A.J. McGinnis out in North Dakota, do not let anybody cut that mullet. I got you back when you get home for Christmas. Shout-out to David Bookout from Grass Valley, California. Paul Sotomayor and Mario Sotomayor's older brother. David, I remember you from back in the day. Thank you for tuning in from California. It's probably a little bit warmer there.
So the Raiders are expecting what I expect. They have got the hands team on the field. Obviously, Scott has done their homework and know that Roane County in second half kickoffs is not good as far as handling onsides. Javon Letourneau is the lone deep man for the Raiders. You got Harper, Watson all up there within 10 yards of the 50. Kicking off will be Tucker Breedlove, a junior.
He's got a pretty good leg.
Now we'll see if the Skyhawks choose to get tricky with it. Breedlove approaches. It will be a pooch kick, angled at the 20. Letourneau at the 15. Javon looking for room to run. Not a lot of it. But number 1, number 2, number 3 is he fielded it, he moved forward, and he held on to the football. The Raiders will start inside their 30 at about the 26-yard line.
It's like a carousel. All good things. All good things.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments have been made on both sides. Looking out there, Fennessy still trying to shake off the pain of that left injury, that left leg somewhere. But he is in. He's a gamer. He's tough. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Hand off. Watson looking for any room to run. There is not much. In fact, there is nothing.
That time, Crisp makes the stop for the Skyhawk defense. Just going to be one of those games where you have to grind it out, take care of the football. Roane County loves to be in games like this for over the last few years.
2nd down and 10 just outside of the Raider 25-yard line. Double wing look for the Raiders. They'll motion a man. Here comes the misdirection. And Harper squirts through for about 2 yards. That's it. It'll be 3rd and long for Roane County. Defense for the Skyhawks now loading the box with 9, and they are pinning the ears back.
Yeah, daring Roane County to throw the ball, which, you know, Roane County capable of doing, but when you have the backfield that we have, you just don't do it a whole lot.
3rd down and 8. Opening possession here in the second half. Raiders double wing, double tight look. They will motion a man across. That's Watson. The give to Lane, looking for the outside edge. He's got it, but I don't think he's got the first down. It is going to be close.
Extended the ball out. You see the official says move the chains.
And that is all about Lane Watson extending that football, because where his body was at about the 35. The ball got out to the 36, which is what Roane County needed. A big first down carry for Watson.
First down Raiders at the 36-yard line.
Raiders with 3 backs split across the backfield. Hand off. Clay Walker. Walker out past the 40 to the 41. Give him 5. He just quietly gives you those 4 to 5 yards per clip. By the way, chasing 1,000 is Shea Harper, and he is pretty close, Matt.
Yeah, he needs just 4 more.
4 more yards for the senior running back.
Watson surpassed it about 5 games into the season, and now Harper on a senior season coming back off the injury. 2nd down and 5 at the 41 of Roane County. Raiders looking at heavy. Watson straight up the gut. Watson,
wow,
showing his strength and prowess. He'll pick up 6.
He hit another gear and ran a defender over. And that was Mason Brown. Roane County's offense doing what we like to do.
Great push up front by the offensive line.
1st down and 10. Raiders started at their 25. They've got it to the 48. Harper splits wide to the boundary side, the right. Raiders in an I formation. Scott showing pressure off the edge. And the Raiders, I think, are going to move. 3rd time in the ball game that the Raider front line has moved. But the first 2 came on the first series, so that's the first one since.
Yep.
Unfortunately, in a game like this, going backwards is not ideal. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Roane County. The ball moves inside the 45 to the Raider 43. Turn and give. Quick hitter, nowhere to go. Clay Walker wrapped up. He'll get to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 15.
Mason Miller, the big man in the middle, makes the stop for the Skyhawks. Roane County behind the sticks here after a very good start to the 3rd quarter.
Now you're just watching Fennessy on that far side end. He is just angled in, and he is coming to the backfield with reckless abandon.
You know, he's to the wide side. I'm going to watch and pay attention to see if that flips when we go the other way.
2nd and 15 for the Raiders. They'll motion Watson. Here's the handoff. Here's the reverse. And again, nowhere to go. Maybe 2 yards for Harper. That'll put him 2 yards shy of 1,000.
That time Mason Brown makes the stop for the Skyhawks. So a 3rd and long here for Roane County, Drew.
Now the Raiders, this series started with such potential, but again, all it took was 1 5-yard mark-off, and the Raiders have been put in a tough position. 3rd down and 14 from the 44 of Roane County. Double wing, double tight look again. They'll motion Watson. They'll fake the give. It's going to be Jacob Greathouse keeping it himself. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that is where the Raiders will halt.
Yeah, good play design. That's the second time we've watched that happen tonight. But just not able to hit the long run.
So Roane County unable to capitalize on getting the opening kickoff here in the second half. We said it. The Skyhawks are a second-half team. Greathouse standing at his own 35. Clark back deep. Clean snap. Leg in, end over end kick. This one lands at the 25, kicks forward. Clark thought about it for a second, backed off of it, and this is going to roll inside the 5, down to about the 2. A big punt for Jacob Greathouse. He's had 3 of those tonight.
So it's such a tough bounce there.
And a whistle coming in as Roane County once again looks as if they may be penalized unless.
I think it's on Scott.
They may get Scott here.
Yeah, I think it's on a receiver. You look in the backfield, Drew Finnessy is not the sidecar.
Do they have Sutphin there now?
They have Sutphin right now, 5'10" senior, 190-pounder.
So half the distance to the goal on the mark-off. And it is at the 1.5-yard line for the Skyhawks.
They're bringing White out of the game and bring somebody else in.
First down and about 11.5 yards. Single receiver split wide to both sides. They're going to go a little bit heavy here, trying to get some breathing room. Handoff, and not a lot of room to run. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage is it. And Sutphin.
That time Clay Walker and Tyson Freeland make the stop for the Raiders.
Say 2nd down and 11. The ball just around that 1.5-yard line.
Just trying to get some breathing room here, Drew. You've got to hold on to the football, make sure you secure the football. You're trying to get this thing out quickly.
They'll spread it out, twins to both sides now. Play clock running down. Easterling takes a snap. He'll dump it outside. He has got his target. And a tackle broken initially. And now a little bit of breathing room out to about the 7-yard line. Got to wait and see who that target was.
32.
Okay, so that is McClung. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. McClung made it out to the 7, broke a tackle early. That's the confidence they have, by the way, in Easterling. Again, they will go twins to both sides. Sutphin is the sidecar. Easterling from the gun. Snap back, 3-step look over the middle. That one in and out of the hands. That was a first down if McClung had been able to secure it. Instead, a 4th down and a punting situation deep in the Skyhawks territory.
Cooper Greathouse on the coverage that time. The ball, though, right through the hands of the receiver.
Well, the last time Neal was here, you're ready to punt. Roane County ended up with a roughing the punter. So if you're the Raiders, you better take care of not doing that. Neal stands 8 yards deep in the end zone. Watson and Harper back deep to receive. The clean snap to Neal. He'll leg into this one. High, shallow punt at the 40, takes a sideways bounce out towards the midfield stripe, and will trickle across to about the 47. So the Raiders on their first possession couldn't get anything working after about 25 yards. A great punt, though, flipping the field. Special teams working for Roane County.
Yeah, defense looked great there. Now we'll see if Roane County's offense can get things going again. Penalty hurt us, and just wasn't able to get things rolling.
13-0 the score. The Skyhawks getting extremely aggressive, by the way. Selling out on the run game right now against Roane County offensively.
Yeah, Fennessy back out there defensively.
Oh, and he's going to come off the edge quickly. 1st and 10, Raiders at their own 47. They will motion. Harper across to the near side. Handoff. Watson. Lane trying to break to the outside. Boy, he was close to getting there. McClung with a great tackle.
Yeah, you don't see that often. Lane go down by the first tackler, but a perfect low tackle that time by the Scots defense.
Just like in the first quarter, the third quarter moving relatively quickly. We're down to 4:35 and rolling. Raiders taking some time in the huddle here. They'll break and they'll go to the double wing. Motion across. They'll fake the quick hitter. Harper got running room. Shea, 1,000 plus. It will only go down in the books as a 6-yard carry, but it'll take Shea Harper across the 1,000-yard mark for the season.
Congratulations to that young man, because he has really put the work in, the time in to get back. He has earned every yard.
He would take 4 more right here. 3rd down and 4 inside Scott territory at their 47. They will motion Harper across. Greathouse now looking. They're going to reset. Audible at the line of scrimmage. Quick hitter. And working towards the first down line and extending it at the last second is Clay Walker. Needed 4, give him 5.
Great job that time by moving around and checking the play. Once that happened, the defense adjusted, and Roane County did as well.
A new fresh set of downs for Roane County. The clock continues to melt here in the third, nearing the 3-minute mark. Raiders have it 1st and 10 at Scott's 42. They'll move back to split back look. Quick hitter again, Clay Walker. Walker past the 40 inside to about the 38. And we'll see if he made it to the 38. 2 side judges have him just inside the 40. And now they're going to back it to the 40. Well, I thought he got past that. I don't know. So
Mason,
2 on the carry.
Mason Brown for the Skyhawk defense in there on the tackle. Clock is ticking down on this drive. How many plays so far, Matt?
This one just, this will be the 5th play of this drive, but Roane County really just churning up that clock in the third quarter.
2nd and 8 from the 40 of Scott. You see the motion up front. Roane County jumps again. Boy, the Raiders are just shooting themselves in the foot on the offensive line. They've done everything else great. Let's say that. The line are doing things great, except for that's the 4th time they have flinched.
Yeah, well, there's movement up front by the defensive tackles, and as a lineman, you want to get your guy. You want to be able to seal that block. You want to get out of the chute quickly, and that just happens.
So it puts Roane County in a bind again. 2nd and 13 now, back to the Scott 45. Motion man across. They'll give to the motion man. That's Watson. He just has nowhere to go, looking to break a tackle. Did we get a flag there? I thought maybe an inadvertent face mask. They did not get it. So 3rd down and long again for Roane County. Penalties, although not a bunch of them, have been real killers for Roane County drives.
Yeah, Ty Mitchell on the stop for the defense. That's going to be 7 tackles for the senior. He's a nice-looking linebacker.
So the Raiders with a 3rd down and 11. They need the 32 of the Skyhawks. And right now it is at the 30 or 43. Double wing look for Roane County. Harper motions behind. They'll fake the give. Here's the dump pass out. They've got the target at the 40. That's Walker who secured the catch. McClung delivered a nasty shot. And it is going to be 4th down and 8.
That time the play was there. McClung just read it and made the tackle. Thanks to everybody watching tonight, especially our girl, Riley Anderson.
100%. 4th and 8 for Roane County. And the Raiders taking some time to make this call. Greathouse will enter the huddle with 10 seconds on the clock. See if Roane County looks to try to get the Skyhawks jumping. Clock rolling down. Nope. Here's the pitch pass. Watson, nowhere to go. Jump pass. This one's going to be picked off. Well, the Raiders were going to go for it on 4th and 8, and so what Roane County did get was basically a really short punt. Watson goes down. He jumped past that ball down the field, and he got cut. His legs got cut out from under him. He is okay, but he is hurting. That play happened with 13 seconds on the clock. Well, we thought Lane was okay. He's about as tough as they come, but he is back down now.
Clark with the interception that time.
It was Caden Sharps, number 11.
Sharps, okay. Just trying to.
So Watson says he's okay.
I believe him.
I don't know why, but I believe him. So the Skyhawks are able to hold Roane County on the first 2 offensive possessions. 1st and 10, Skyhawks now from their own 27-yard line. And again, ever dangerous. 3 wide, split to the right. Easterling takes the snap over the middle. He's got his man, Clark, who had 2 steps on Greathouse. And had Clark secured it, that is a touchdown.
Yeah, that play, Roane County got very lucky. Finney still not in on the offensive side, so they're going to look to throw the ball quite a bit here, I believe.
The Raider defensive backfield has been pressured throughout this season. Now, they are obviously battle-tested, but that doesn't mean much when you got a quarterback like Easterling and receivers like this. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Easterling, no doubt, going to look to throw again. Pressured, dumps it out. He has got his man Sutphin wide open. Sutphin head first into Brody Proctor, who gets up asking for a helmet-to-helmet contact.
Yeah, I see what you're looking for there, Brody. And that time Sutphin, he just makes a move, maybe breaks a tackle and picks up huge, but we'll take the tackle there.
A 1st down pass and catch will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Hang on to your seats, folks. We've got a whole 12 minutes more of this great battle, Roane County and Scott.
It's cold outside. Better check that propane tank. Star Weld behind Spencer Middle School will fill your tank when you bring it in. Star Weld also checks your tank for safety to see if it's damaged or dangerous in any way. Don't trade for someone else's grungy tank. We fill yours. Safety, 7 days a week, and service. Shop Star Weld for propane, welding gases, and supplies. Let Star Weld fire you up. Behind Spencer Middle School, dial 927-2520 or stop today.
This tremendous battle continues into the 4th quarter. Not a lot of offensive series. In fact, just 2 for Roane County, and Scott is on their 2nd. A big 1st down pass and catch from Easterling to Sutphin, and it is 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks at their own 38-yard line. Roane County leads 13-0. The pressure will mount here because Easterling is gaining some confidence. 3 wide to the left, single to the right. A loss of a full 9 yards on the sack by Roane County's Garrett Brabham. 2nd down and 19.
Start looking at this guy's numbers. He's putting up all state stats.
3 wide to the left, single to the right once again. Easterling, he's going to look to sling it still. Pressured over the middle. He's got Clark, who dumps past his target, and Clark is going to pick up big yardage. Wow.
The best play of the night for the Skyhawks.
Clark jumped up and secured a tremendous catch. Easterling was being pressured. He got it at the 40 and then made a nice move, extending it all the way out to the 46. So from 2nd and 19, it goes all the way up to 3rd down and about 3. A huge passing catch. The Raiders thought they had the Skyhawks number for a second. But this, again, as we said, is an absolutely dangerous Skyhawk team. There is an injured Skyhawk player, and the first part that I saw was Coben Cottrell calling for somebody to come out, and look at that young man.
Hopefully everything's good.
This game is miles and hours away from ending because of the dangerous abilities of Nathan Easterling. And, of course, we saw what Clark could just do right there, John. His abilities are very, very well known. The Raiders have held this passing game slightly in check is what I want to say. Good to see that young man up.
That's Ty Mitchell, the linebacker, a cog of that defense, an offensive lineman, a senior, a big part of this program for the Skyhawks.
Well, we saw Fennessy go down late first half. He is in on defense only. Hopefully for Mitchell that he is able to get well here. Okay, so 3rd down and about 2.5, just past the 45. Twins to both sides, and now the Skyhawks will move. Well, both of these offensive lines obviously respecting the counterparts.
Yes. You can see the outside backers just stepping up into a gap, and that is causing some chaos on the offensive line. So we're going to move it back some.
So a 3rd and 8 now for the Skyhawks at their own 40. I wondered if that was a little too far because that ball was past the 45. So they'll move it past the 40 just barely. Twins to both sides. An early snap. Easterling slides down at the 20-yard line. He was not even close to ready for it.
Wow.
The receivers were still lining up, and that snap came out. And that ball is all the way back to the 20-yard line. But we're going to get maybe a penalty here for motion. And if that's the case.
10:56 on the clock. Illegal shift. Offense. Moving prior to be set. Cummings declined. 4th down.
Okay, so a penalty before the snap, still able to be declined. So a couple of crazy plays on both sides, and that one was just very odd that the center snapped early. Neal stands at his 10, nope, back to the 7, now the 6. Watson and Harper back deep to return. Clean snap, Neal. Legs this one high, shallow kick. Everyone stays away from it. Watson faked like he was going after it. And this will be down at the Roane County 40-yard line. Well, just when the Skyhawks, John, were getting a little bit of that offensive rhythm.
Yeah.
A couple of tough plays, the false start, and then the early snap.
Yeah, mistakes. In a game of this magnitude, mistakes will cost you, and you can see just the frustration over there on the Skyhawks defense after that offensive possession. Snow starting to come down once again here at County Stadium.
The Raiders will start possession at their own 40. 10 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll spread Harper wide to the right, I formation. Greathouse surveying the landscape. Quick hitter. And a good quick hitter that time by Clay Walker. He'll pick up 6. Straight up the gut. Finnessy making the tackle. And again, you watch him. He is visibly limping, and that's how tough that young man is.
Yeah, he is what we call a lad, Drew.
He is a lad for sure. Second down and 4 for Roane County. Crucial series on both sides. Single wing look for the Raiders. Turn and give. Watson cuts it against the grain. Lane heading towards the 50. He'll be stopped at the 49 and he continues to move forward. They called that play dead a little bit longer ago, though.
Yep, that time Sutphin is the last guy to hold on. Nice spot there for the Raiders offense.
Third.
Burdett, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Coach Burdett using the clock up very well here on this possession.
That's why I gave it to you, because I know Roane County is slowing things down now. Big 3rd down and 1. Raiders want to keep possession and keep the clock churning. They need 1 yard. They'll bring Colton Starcher to the backfield with the heavy look. Quick hitter off tackle, and they don't have it. They had Clay Walker with a lead, and they had diagnosed it, did Scott's defense. So Roane County losing a half yard and now facing a 4th down and 1.5.
Tough
decisions. The Raiders look like they're going to go for it. The snow now coming down in barrels.
Man, this is a classic game.
8.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Raiders need 1.5 yards. Do they have it in them? Scott going to sell out for the run. It'll be Watson. Lane heading towards the line to reach, and he has got it by a half a yard.
See Colton Elliott, the center, get up and signal for the 1st down. The crowd here at County Stadium still here, still in it, and loving their Raiders.
New set of downs just across midfield at the 49 of the Skyhawks. Under 8 minutes remaining in the contest. Raiders will go with the single wing look. Greathouse staring down the play clock in front of him. Misdirection on the scissors. Harper bouncing outside, spins at the 45. Give him 4 on the carry. Well, near side officials got him all the way down inside to the 39.
Jeremiah Brown makes the stop for the Skyhawks. Finnessy right now, they moved him from that D end, and he's playing an inside linebacker with the loss of Ty Mitchell. So shifting around on defense as well as the Skyhawks because of injuries.
The Raiders have slowed this offensive series down to the crawl that they like to try to do at the end. They are just melting the clock. They just got to keep moving forward. Heavy look on 2nd down and 5 from the 30 or the 44. Watson scoots through near the 1st down. I think they'll call his knee down at the 40.
Yeah, Lane just sees it open up for a second, dives through, use that 6'3" frame to pick up good yardage. 3rd and short for the Raiders.
Roane County needs the 39. It sits at the 40. Greathouse all the way over to the sideline to talk to the offensive coordinator, Cody May. Raiders will break the huddle, maybe. With 7 on the clock, they'll have to hustle. They'll split Watson near to the boundary side. Quarterback keeper, 1st down for Greathouse. Hold on to the football is what I've got to say. Finnessy extends that tackle, sending Greathouse way back, but Jacob got the 1st down. The Raider faithful here getting a little louder with each first down. We are inside of 6 minutes. 1st and 10, Roane County at the 38 of the Skyhawks.
Right at 5 minutes now on this drive alone.
Split back formation with the wing to the near side. This time it'll be Clay Walker. Jitterbugging, Walker finds the open hole, and Walker down to the 32-yard line.
Love the sportsmanship that Roane County is showing. They do that every single game. They just enforce their will, but then they help you up when things are getting tough.
2nd down and 5. And the clock continues to melt. Actually, 2nd down and 4, I apologize. Greathouse enters the huddle. They'll break with 10 on the play clock. Cooper Greathouse splits to the left. I formation. Here comes Watson, off tackle Watson. He's got the first down and then some. Watson spinning at the 25 down to the 23.
You can see the carnage behind Lane as the offensive line just moves people out of the way. The stadium now starting to feel it.
This offensive line is going to very quickly forget a couple of false start penalties, the way they have battled here tonight. And the first timeouts of the half taken now by the Skyhawks as the Raiders have a new set of downs. Scott going to try to protect, John, some of that clock because it is all the way down to 4:27. Matt, how much time right now off of the clock on this drive?
This drive started at the 10:32 mark, so you're looking at 6 minutes and about 8 seconds or 5 seconds. This drive alone, this will be play number 10. Roane County just doing a good job of just picking up some chunk yardage, 5, 6, 4, 9 yards at a time. Just melting the clock away, forcing Scott to take that timeout.
The snow continues to come down. It's starting to put a little film across County Stadium's field once again. The Raiders have it 1st and 10 inside the Scott 25 at the 23. Ball security is everything right now for Roane County.
Yes, sir. You've got to hold on to the football because you know that they're going to be punching at it.
First down, Raiders at the Skyhawk 23-yard line.
The Raiders break the huddle. They'll send Shea Harper wide to the right. That is the wide side of the field. 3 backs across. Colton Starcher, one of the lead blockers. It'll be Watson. Bouncing it up the middle. Watson carrying a defender inside the 20 to the 15. He's got 8 more. I don't know if they have enough money, but Lane Watson, Shea Harper, and Clay Walker owe all of those guys steak dinners from Route 33 Steakhouse with this performance that the O-line has put on. I said it before, I say it again. We go only as they go.
Absolutely. They don't get a whole lot of love, but folks that understand the game of football understand that those guys get it done.
Raiders will spread a pair of receivers out now. Cooper Greathouse wide. In the slot is Harper. Split back formation. It'll be Clay Walker punishing forward. Flag comes flying in, though, on the far side. That may hurt Roane County here.
Maybe a hold, maybe a face mask, maybe
face mask. It will be a face mask.
Okay.
I got to stop profiteering here because I've been wrong 3 times tonight.
Right. Well, when you get into the scrum, it's going to be a hold or it's going to be a face mask. And Roane County now.
A new set of downs, 1st and goal at the 5-yard line with 3:30 and counting.
Play clock really working on our side here as well. Coach Burdett taking his time. A back-breaking drive for the Raiders here in this 4th quarter.
They have matriculated all the way to the 5. They need 5 more. You'll line up in the eye. Harper is the wing to the right. Greathouse trying to shake some snow off of his feet. They'll turn, they'll give. Watson, he's headed to the house. A back-breaking drive. It took tons of time, and Lane Watson finishes it with a 5-yard carry.
Wow, you just can't say enough about the team, right? The team. It starts with the team. Everybody wearing that maroon helmet tonight that's been on the field, it's been on the sidelines, all contributed. Wow, what a game, an opportunity for Roane County to make some history tonight.
The Raiders have been to the quarterfinals 4 times in school history. They got the closest they have ever been 2 years ago. Right on this field, they lost to North Marion 13-12. They'll go for 2. Watson into the end zone. A wide open hole for the Raider running back because of his lead blocking and because of his lineman. And the Raider faithful who stuck it out through 30-degree weather, snow and wind are getting rewarded. Matt White, I cannot wait to hear the time crunch. Now a penalty comes flying in. No idea what that was all about. Somebody, Coach Burdett was standing around with a couple of his players, and an official, a penalty on a personal foul on Coben Cottrell.
For an unsportsmanlike.
Anyways, sorry, Matt, I cut you off there. I apologize.
Well, that's okay. Great drive there by Roane County. That penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff, so maybe Coben just wanting to try to show everybody how big of a leg he's got. I don't know. The drive, 11 plays, 60 yard, took 7:36 off the clock. Lane Watson with the 5-yard touchdown run. Lane with the 2-point conversion. Roane County 21-0 here, 2:56 to go in the ball game. But be careful. You can't rest on your laurels here because Scott can put up points in bunches.
And quickly. Sutphin and Clark back deep to receive. Cottrell. High. Shallow kick. It'll be Clark at the 35. Clark working east to west, cutting it back now. And a flag comes. What an arm. A flag comes in by the lead referee, who was 30 yards behind the play, and that landed at about the 50-yard line.
So Colton Starcher makes the stop for the Raiders. Talked with Colton's dad at halftime. He said Colton's got a cut under his eye. He's playing through some injuries himself.
Unnecessary roughness. Return team number 51. 15-yard penalty.
So a
Something.
personal foul returned now by the Skyhawks. And let's hope that that's the end of all of that. Let's hope everybody takes a big, deep breath. This has been such a wonderfully clean game that we don't want these guys getting too chirpy at the end of it.
Absolutely. I watched a little bit of that during the Wayne game. That's a rivalry game. And
yeah, Lord knows we don't need anything like that Nitro Shady game.
Intensity abound here. 2:50 remaining in the game. 1st and 10 for the Skyhawk offense. Raiders rushing to try to get guys in line.
Good recognition there by Harper to get the receiver covered.
Easterling dumps it over the middle. He's got Clark over midfield. Clark slung down at the Roane County 43. That is what we talked about, Matt. You have got to be prepared. These guys can run and score quickly. They're going to get up to the line of scrimmage really fast here. Raiders scrambling again. It's like a 2-minute offense, and Easterling slams it into the turf. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 just to stop the clock. They do have, John, 2 timeouts. Clock is not on their side right now, though.
that is true.
You need 3 scores here with 2:34 to go.
2nd down and 10 from the 43 of Roane County. 3 wide to the left, including Clark. Easterling, 5-step drop, looking for his running back, and there was nobody there. And then he takes a nasty shot, and another sack by Roane County. I think that was Clay Walker.
Yeah, the skid steer comes off, strutting like McGregor. Makes the sack in the backfield. Roane County getting it done on defense.
How was that?
McGregor.
A big play defensively by a young man who's made plays defensively throughout his career and this year. A loss on the sack of 8 yards, 3rd down and 18. And we are under 2 minutes. Well, you see Carson Brinegar in the ball game. He has been out with an ankle problem. He is back in. And I think this is really neat to have that young man in the ball game. Looking for the slant route again. Clark misses on it. Pressure again. I think the combination of the muscle hamster and the skid steer got to Easterling.
Absolutely did. The crowd waiting to explode here. 4th down. Roane County gets the ball back. Whew, this place is going to be electric.
4th and 8 from the 49 of the Skyhawks. They need the Roane County 33. If they do not get it, the Raiders are ready to run the clock out. As you said, you could just kind of feel the tension here for this Raider faithful. And I believe another timeout. I mentioned that because I thought that was a really neat thing. Carson Brinegar, who was probably one of the better players for this Scott team over the last 4 years, and to see his season as a senior cut short like that is just terrible to see. And they've got him in the ball game. We saw him in pregame. We knew he wasn't going to be full go, but they brought him in. The Raider faithful right now are loving this team.
Yeah, that was a classy move by Scott. You know, that kid has given a lot to the program, and to get him back in a uniform and an opportunity to, be on the field as a senior, man, that's a huge deal for a kid's confidence. Hopefully he gets healed up. Not sure if he plays any other sports, but hopefully he does, and he's able to get a full recovery. But Roane County right now, Drew, they taste the blood in the water, and they're fired up as well as the crowd.
A 4th and 18 for the Skyhawks. The Raiders are a minute 40 away from history. 3 wide to the left, single receiver to the right. Easterling snaps his hands together. He's got pressure on the front side. He hits his own player. And now Sutphin a little bit frustrated. Easterling actually hits Sutphin on the throw, and the ball drops to the white turf. And then Sutphin a little frustrated again. You hate to see it, but you understand the frustration for these guys. You just want to try to keep your head about you.
Great job of keeping your head there by Garrett Bradham.
Absolutely.
He was just trying to get up and celebrate. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
So the Raiders hold. And on the 4th try, Roane County is headed to the semifinals.
History made tonight.
They will mark off the personal foul penalty, and Roane County is 1 minute and 37 seconds away from a historic run continuing.
Man, coach is coming out off the box. Coach Jared Greathouse.
Tell him not to slip.
Yeah, and Shadrach Greathouse as well.
They will surround their quarterback. Jacob Greathouse will take a knee.
No relation.
We'll see if the Skyhawks decide to use their final timeout. At the moment, they are not.
See Ty. Ty Mitchell comes back into the game.
That young man was injured earlier in the first part of the 3rd quarter, and he is not well. Man, you hate to see that. You want everybody walking off the field healthy.
But he does get to be on the field for the last play of his senior year.
Yeah, gets to take another snap with his teammates. And for the Raiders, it will take just one more snap. Roane County will kneel on it. And the Raiders, for the first time in school history, are headed to the Class AA state semifinals.
The Final Four, baby. Here we come.
The clock melting down. The two teams are headed to meet each other at midfield. What a tremendous battle between these two teams. Scott can hold their heads high. They provided all the Raiders wanted and more. The Raiders gave it right back. And in the end, it is Roane County advancing 21-0. We will break away for our sponsors. When we return, we will recap the ball game, have your statistics. We will check your Paramount Surveying play of the game, and we'll have your Willard-C Starch Auto Parts players of the game. After these messages, you're watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 WVSSAC High School State Football Playoffs, brought to you by Toyota.
When it comes to providing facility solutions and maintenance support to the industrial and railroad industries, as well as port and inland terminals and Department of Defense operations, nobody does it better than Air Production and Service, Inc. At APS, our team is dedicated to providing high-quality service, parts, and equipment for your air production systems. Whether you are in need of air compressor products or services, you can turn to our team with confidence. We have offices located in Jacksonville, Florida, Corbin, Kentucky, Pembroke, North Carolina, and Spencer, West Virginia. To expand our reach and make it easier for you to get the help you need with minimal wait or frustration, contact us today to learn more about the different types of services and products we offer. Contact your local APS representatives, Mike and Michelle Spears in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2550. Proud supporter of all Roane County athletics.
Hi, I'm Ben Ashley from Ashley Insurance. Let's talk life insurance. It's not just about numbers, it's about peace of mind. Picture this. Would your family be able to continue on financially if you weren't there? Life insurance can be the answer, and our team is ready to help you. We've got affordable coverage and expert guidance because your peace of mind is our priority. So don't wait for the unexpected. Call Ashley Insurance at 304-927-2175 or visit ashleyinsurers.com.
This is Taylor from Backwood Ramblings. Need a pick-me-up? We've got you covered. We're your local caffeine dealer, serving up fresh coffee and handcrafted energy drinks. From that perfect morning brew to an afternoon energy boost, we've got what you need to power through your day. Don't forget to add a muffin or a pastry. Swing by Monday through Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., Thursday and Friday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for your daily dose of energy. Find us at 215 Main Street in Spencer, right across from the courthouse. Fill your day with us. Coffee, energy drinks, and everything in between. We've got the boost you're looking for. Backwood Ramblings, your local caffeine dealer. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
You work hard for your money, and lately the cost of everything has soared, making some of those dreams and goals even harder to reach. And at Board-DePue Realty, we realize that. We understand that buying a house can be financially stressful, especially with all the hurdles lenders require. That's where we come in. With our small staff of 4, we offer you over 100 years of combined experience. We work as a group to get you closed and in your home quickly. We'll find creative ways when others may have given up to make your dream a reality. But most importantly, we remain your friend after the sale is complete. We'll continue to help you long after the deal is closed. And that is what we take pride in. It's more than just a job to us at Board-DePue Realty. It's a job that we love, and we love the people who allow us into their lives. Buying or selling a home can be stressful, but not if you let Board-DePue guide you. You work hard for your money, and how you spend it matters. Board-DePue Realty, serving you since 1958. 304-927-3250.
We welcome you back to Roane County High School here at County Stadium, high above a, once again, white-looking turf as the snow came down as a blizzard 20 minutes before our broadcast. It held off, throughout the majority of the first half. Came down a little bit in the third, a little bit more right now. And it is snowing on a happy Roane County group that is bunched up down at the 35-yard line. History has been made tonight for Roane County. The Raiders, after 4 trips in school history to the quarterfinals of the Class AA playoffs, they finally have broken through and taken that next natural step. I said it in the intro. It's the next natural step. The question is can they make it happen? They did not only make it happen, they made it happen really, really definitively. Roane County, a 21-0 victory. I just didn't see holding this Scott offense off of the board tonight, but Roane County made it happen. They made big plays, and I said it before the game started. We have to make big plays, and we have to not let the bad plays affect us. That's what this team is built on, John. That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being on the field after losing to Independence in the same game, and it was tough to deal with, tough to do. So I know what Scott's going through right now, but my goodness, the feeling that we have right now as Roane County fans, Drew, you can't say enough about these kids. You can't say enough about the team, the program, and what's been built over the last 10 years or so. Just extremely proud. Love the way that they play the game. They play it the right way. Physical. They play together. Nobody gets flashy. Nobody gets too out of their head. Just a tremendous win and a great part of school history. And what a better night. Look at the snow coming down. I just can't get over it, man. I can't get enough of it. I'm just very proud of all of these guys.
It started out well for Roane County in the first quarter. Scott took the opening possession. Roane County held them 3 and out. The Raiders took the ball back, took it down to the 15, stalled on their first drive. On the next possession for the Skyhawks, Roane County able to manage again another 3 and out. Roane County took possession and started the methodical drive for their first scoring possession. Got on the board to begin the second quarter, 7-0. Following that, Roane County held again. The Raiders had to punt it away. It was one of those situations. It was just a close, good battle defensively for both sides. It was going to come down to big plays. Roane County made their first big defensive play on a 4th down where Scott threw it down the field. Actually, a 3rd down, I apologize, when Scott threw it deep down the field. Jacob Greathouse jumping the routes, and Jacob Greathouse ending that possession at about the 40-yard line of the Skyhawks. Raiders were unable to score it, though, on the next possession. They did have to punt it away on the next possession, though, after Roane County thought that they had the ball at the 15 of the Skyhawks due to a low punt from Neal to what ended up in the hands of Clay Walker, who was just an up man. What pursued after that was a penalty. We didn't see the penalty called, but it was a roughing the punter. So instead of Roane County 1st and 10 at the 15 of the Skyhawks with new life all the way out to the 35-yard line. A couple plays later, though, it was a backside slant attempt by Easterling looking for his target, Clark, and stepping in front was Cooper Greathouse, and he picked it off, and there was nothing but white snow in front of him as he headed to the end zone for the pick 6. Roane County led 13-0 at the half. Raiders will have possession to start the second half. They were unable to do anything with it, though, so they had to punt it away, and that ensued just a battle defensively again in the second half. Roane County finally got the ball late in the ball game. It was about the 10-minute and some change mark of the fourth quarter. They proceeded to run the ball down the throats of the Skyhawks for 60-some yards, taking about 8 minutes off the clock, punching in that 3rd touchdown with just 3 minutes left. And that was the backbreaker. That's all Roane County needed to get this thing done. Just an amazing victory for Roane County, John.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? Just an awesome night overall. I can't get over it. So proud of these guys. Offensive line did their job. Defensively, we did what we were supposed to do. And it's just a great team win, and it's so good because guess what? We'll be right back here next week doing the same thing that we're doing. It may be a Saturday. I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it.
As we said on the intro, the deal is as long as the Raiders keep winning up until the championships, they are headed here to County Stadium. So they will host the winner of the contest taking place tomorrow, Philip Barber traveling to Independence. And that will be the other side of the quarterfinals. So Roane County has some mark.
Having a great time. Numbers, they were great for Roane County. On the ground, 215, 3 through the air, so 218 total. 15 first downs to Scott's 6, and the 1 turnover to Scott's 2 really played a big part in this one. The defense holding Scott to 7 yards on the ground. Now, 3 of those were big sacks and miscues for Easterly in the backfield, to the tune of 37 lost yards on the ground at that point. But Roane County's defense played great, holding Scott to under 100 yards, just 95 total. The time of possession was critical. It was 35-13.
Oh my gosh!
In the second half alone was 19-5. So just Roane County just held on to the ball and just churned up yards, turned that clock down, and came out with a victory. Individually, Lane Watson, 24 carries and 95 yards. And he had 2 scores? I think I goofed that up. I put 1. 2 scores. Big night for Clay Walker as well. 16 carries, 58 of the toughest, hardest yards you're going to see a fullback take. Shea Harper, 13 carries, 43 yards. And then Jacob Greathouse with 7 carries for 19. Congratulations to Shea Harper, going over 1,000 for the season. Great comeback story for that young man as a senior. Jacob Greathouse, he was 1 of 2 for 3 yards. Lane Watson was 0 for 1. They tried that pitch pass late in the ballgame with the interception. Clay Walker with the lone reception for 3 yards. Roane County with 15 first downs, 8 penalties for 70 yards, 1 turnover, and that 35-minute time of possession. 215 on the ground, 3 through the air. That's 218 total offensive yards for Roane County. Defensively, you had Lane Watson with 6 tackles. You had Clay Walker with 6 tackles and a sack. You had Brabham getting in there with 2 tackles and a sack. Jacob Greathouse with 2 tackles and an interception. But one of the biggest plays of the game, probably I'm going to go ahead and call it the play of the game. Cooper Greathouse, 3 tackles and that 26-yard interception return for the touchdown. Just a great all-around performance by Roane County's defense. For the Skyhawks offensively, David Fennessy, hated to see that young man was not able to go on offense because he was churning up some yards in the first half. 10 carries for 36. Loudon White with 2 carries for 7. And Sutphin with 1 carry for a yard. And I mentioned earlier Easterling sacked in the backfield 3 times for a loss of 37 yards. Easterly through the air, 9 of 22, 88 yards and 2 interceptions. Braden Clark, the leading receiver, with 5 receptions for 67 yards. Carter McClung with 2 for 11. And Sutphin with 1 for 10. Fennessy with 1 catch for no gain. Just 6 first downs given up by Roane County's defense. 10 penalties amounted to 66 yards. 2 turnovers and that 13-minute time of possession for the Skyhawks. 7 yards on the ground, 88 through the air, just 95 yards of total offense given up by Roane County's defense. The Skyhawks, tons of guys here with tackles because Roane County just dominated the amount of plays in this ball game. You had Ty Mitchell with 7 tackles, Thomas Crisp with 6. You had Fennessy, Caden Sharps, Caden Sutphin, Jeremiah Brown. You had Mason Brown as well with 5 tackles apiece. And then Sharps is the one that came down with that interception of Lane Watson's pitch pass. So add it all up, and Roane County moving on to the semifinals with a 21-0 victory over the Scott Skyhawks.
Wasn't sure if I would see that in my career, but the Raiders have advanced for the first time in school history to the Class AA semifinals. And again, they will face the winner of tomorrow's contest between Philip Barber, the 6th seed, and the number 3 seed, Independence. Chance to head to Charleston will be on the line next week. Boy, that is fun to say and fun to think about. So it is time now for us, and I'm pretty sure that we all, including Matt just now, kind of let the cat out of the bag. It is time for our Paramount Surveying play of the game. Paramount Surveying, appreciate Matt Painter and Brian Lawrence. I'll give it to you, John.
Yeah, this one, we had decided that as soon as the play happened. We're trying to get our computer working right. We're having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. And right here we go. Joe McDonald's not in the house, but guess who is? Cooper Greathouse. He's going to read this thing step for step and get into the end zone. A huge play. That right there had huge momentum for the Roane County defense, and Roane County able to finish it off. And we're heading to next week to play the winner of Independence and Philip Barber. We're in the Final Four, guys.
And congratulations to Cooper Greathouse for that big play. And again, if you think about it, that came off of Roane County stagnating on a drive, thinking we weren't going to get to 13 or 14, and then he does that and gets us there anyway. So congratulations to Cooper Greathouse for the play of the game. One final break to take for Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. When we return, we will wrap things up with our players of the game after these messages. You're watching and listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
When your car is down and you need some parts, who you gonna call?
Willard Starchers.
When you need propane to help heat you up, who you gonna call?
Willard Starchers.
Willard Sea Starchers behind Spencer Middle School will custom make you a replacement hydraulic hose on the spot. Equipment breakdowns are costly, and quick quality replacement hydraulic hoses will get you up and running in no time. Willard Starchers keeps hydraulic fluid in 5-gallon buckets, too. Don't let a breakdown cause you a meltdown. Willard Sea Starchers is open 7 days a week to help keep you going. Quality Wix filters are in stock as well for your heavy-duty equipment. If your equipment breaks, who are you going to call? Call Willard Starchers, 927-2520. Open 7 days a week.
When your car is down and you need some parts, who you going to call?
Willard Starchers.
Final score here tonight, Roane County in the quarterfinals of the Class AA playoffs, victorious over the Scott Skyhawks by a final of 21-0. The Raiders advancing to their first ever Class AA semifinal matchup next week. John Penna, time for you to present our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game.
Just an overall great game, an unbelievable win, 21-0. Roane County takes out the Scott Skyhawks. Offensively, though, for Roane County, it's going to be Lane Watson, 24 carries for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I'm also going to say Shea Harper, 13 carries, 43 yards, eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark after missing last season with an injury. Defensively, Clay Walker in on 6 tackles, also a huge sack in there, a lot of pressures defensively. And then Cooper Greathouse with the pick 6, 4 tackles himself. So congratulations to those 4 young men. But congratulations to the team, to the coaching staff, and to the community. A lot of folks around the community have stepped up in the last few weeks and shown their love. Listen, we got to have more of it next week because it's going to be just as crucial. Congratulations, though, to those fellas on their Willard C. Starcher players of the game.
Yep, the intensity rises next week. Roane County awaits the winner of Philip Barber and Independence. That will take place tomorrow, and then we will know Sunday officially when the game next week will take place. It is the team on the opposite side. It'll be either Philip Barber or Independence who gets to choose as the road team what time and what day the game will take place. Class AA semifinals. We continue from County Stadium. Man, does it feel good to say that. Your final score, 21-0, Roane County advances. For all of us here at WVRC, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching or listening. For all of us here, George Allen, our studio technician back at WVRC Control, great job, Swolby, filling in for Joe with the graphics, the scoreboard, and the instant replays. I was going to give him a lot of love. Yeah. Katie White, our camera person, Matt White, our statistician, and John Penna, my caller analyst. For all of us here at WVRC, wish you a wonderful rest of your weekend.
You've been listening to Roane County High School Raider Football on WVRC 104.7 FM. Raider Football has been brought to you by these supporting sponsors: Roane General Hospital, Macintosh Hardware, Furniture and Appliance, Jack Garrett Ford, Ashley Insurance, S2F Construction, Joel Baker Law, PLLC, Paramount Surveying, Route 33 Steakhouse, Miller's Suds and Sales, Roane Self Storage, Crazy Little Mamas, APS, Air Production and Services Inc., Circle S Farms, Roane Jackson Technical Center, Old Fences Realty, Backwood Ramblings, Stats Pharmacy, Erica Moore for House of Delegates, Honest Fred's Flooring, D&D Motors, Hildreth Supply, Family Healthcare, Groves Auto, Board-DePue Realty, Penna's Barbershop, Norman L. Daniels State Farm Agent, Hardman Supply, Juliana Penfold for House of Delegates, ECI Environmental Compliance Inc., Carpenter's General Store, Mini Hamilton Health Systems, Poca Valley Bank, Spencer McDonald's, Rich Top Rentals, Spencer CashSaver, Brannon Dental, DW Excavating LLC, Spencer Pizza Hut, Kirby Insurance, Calhoun Banks, and the Player of the Game Award sponsored by Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts. Thank you for listening, and tune in next time for more exciting play-by-play action with Andrew Miller, John Penna, and Matt White. Roane County High School football broadcasts are a production of WVRC 104.7 FM. All rights reserved.